Hello,
Hi.
and welcome to the world of Entity Point. Before we begin, I have a question for you. Have you seen the truth? I'm the narrator of this story, detailing to you, the watchers, ever present, and to the players, the world around them, and the consequences of their actions. I hope you enjoy the story we have to tell. With that out of the way, it's time to take a delve into our current state of mind, beginning with Archibald Monroe.
Archibald is very excited about his new portable lab. He knows that he's going to have Zach's sweep for bugs, so to say, because he's entirely certain that there's plenty of monitoring and surveillance stuff in there to keep an eye on him, which we don't want. He also is contemplating the circumstances under which he will leave and how he's going to manage to take Alan with him for that. And still doing some planning on how to take down the Assurance. Which is still very concerning. Oh, thank you. Also, he really wants the other half of this. Yeah.
It's all mine.
Constance Young.
Things feel a bit strange right now, largely because we've been presented with a very large opportunity in Daniel Lane from Universe 1A, who allegedly worked with the Lane from this universe who has since died, and whose goal it was to kill or destroy all of the forces, but the other Lane, the one from 1A, is more moderate. Nonetheless, both of them are responsible for the respective bunkers in either universe. And as such, the value that opportunity offers of allying ourselves with Lane is going to be frankly too great to turn down. We'll have to make a decision soon about that. And then there's Zach. Not Zach's, but Zachary Downs. He was an odd character, but somebody who is also fighting the UEG. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. You know, we've got to take whatever help we can get, even if that help comes in strange forms.
Rogue X.
Yeah, so the team is working reasonably well together. We have everyone at least in some form of willingness to work with one another. So with that out of the way, the question is, what direction will we point our teamwork?
Alfonso Bernard.
I don't want to deal with Rogue 11. That Zachary dude was weird. It looked weird when he got physically possessed by the other thingamajig. Right, curse. It's a thingamajig, though. I consider it a thingamajig anyway. I don't want to put in the effort required to solve this current problem. I just want to live in my hole at this point.
Relatable. Mason Kane.
you know, wonderful start with my relationship with my uncle. Front seat of a car with a gun, you know. Just how I always dreamed it would be. Yeah, who am I kidding? I never dreamed of an uncle. Parents, maybe. Uncle, no. But, there's too many things happening all of a sudden. I don't know where exactly we're gonna go to next with our plans, but whatever it is, I hope it works.
With
You're
that,
so sad.
before we begin, do any of the players have any questions?
See, don't feel bad. You should have seen how my relationship with my uncle started in a basement without lights. Anyway,
Anyway,
Where did Zach go again? I forget where he went at the end of last episode.
away.
Great.
He left the bunker.
Okay.
Is he allowed to do that?
Anyone can just leave.
But aren't there multiple Zacks?
No, Zach.
Oh, Zach.
the Zachary.
This is the problem with having names that are off by one letter.
He literally said he was gonna go out and find a place to sleep.
He just left and
Okay.
went to go
I
find
just
somewhere.
wasn't sure because I knew he isn't currently here with us, and
Why
I
don't you
knew
take
that
a
he was
snooze?
close to the end of last episode. And I was like, what happened? Okay.
Snooze.
Gotcha.
Take a nap.
Does anyone have any other questions?
Comments? Concerns?
Snide remarks?
No.
Oh yeah, Archie is also concerned about the whole group making rules without him thing.
We'd love to have you
He-
back.
He would love to be back, but as you very pointedly said at many points last session, it's not the right time.
You're not done yet.
You know, admittedly, we could have had you this whole time.
And it would have been a worse thing. From what I know.
Anyway, allow me to paint a picture. A man finds himself alone. He's been alone for a long time, but this time he's in a cage. He's not alone anymore. Someone is looking into the cage, poking and prodding him. Why won't they leave him alone? He just wants to die, but he can't. It won't let him. This person outside the cage says he is perfect, the exact thing they need for the final design. Whatever that is, it can't be good. But the man who was Kurt Sampson has given up on anything good. Friday, May 8th, 2020. We begin in the morning at the bunker. Everyone who is at the bunker, what are you doing?
Coffee.
As expected.
Coffee.
Making breakfast.
Understood.
To be clear, I said coughing.
So we're all drinking coffee and awkwardly staring at Constance.
That's right.
Why are we awkward? Are these coughing?
He's coughing. We're all just
Understood.
Corona?
That's
No.
yeah, that is coughing. It's respiratory. Never mind. I was about to say that's sneezing.
that would also be respiratory.
That would also be respiratory sneezing.
Yeah. Don't look at my soda. It's fine.
Constance is I mean, he is wherever the most people are, and is just kind of sitting, waiting for people to be ready to talk.
Weird thought. I haven't gotten to kill anything in a while.
Is Fonzie or Titus?
Yes.
Great.
Weird thought.
No,
Maybe
that-
that's a good thing.
That
Maybe it's good. It's only a thought.
that was how fun. So.
Maybe it's good up on the thought.
Did he? Was
He
that
verbalized.
Oh yeah, that was fully vocalized.
Hmm.
Yes.
Do you want to kill something?
I can really go for some like elk right about now. Stuff tastes good.
There are undoubtedly plenty of elk out in the woods.
While his first comment elicited no reaction from Rogue, the elk comment did make her visibly confused.
She knows
You
what
don't know
elk
what that is, do you?
I just figured that if you're going to kill something, you would kill, like, I don't know, UEG agent.
An enemy. You're right.
Yeah, but I don't want to eat them. I would eat the elk.
Mm.
It tastes good.
Could always use more supplies.
Have you ever tried to eat a UEG agent?
I'm gonna abstain from
How do
answering
you know
that
they
one.
don't taste good?
Again, I'm gonna abstain from answering either of those questions. I'm just gonna like backpedal very
How many
slowly out of
bites
the
did it
room.
take?
Just not answering any of these questions. Just gonna very
Sometimes the man
slowly
has
back
to
out
do
of
it.
the room.
Has to do what a man's got to do.
How many parts did you try?
Countrymen make do.
I don't like the concept of mountain oysters, and I don't like the taste either. I'm gonna leave in a hurry.
As you're doing that, you see Catherine and Matthias walking towards the kitchen.
Good morning.
Matthias just walks in
Catherine.
and leans against the wall. Where are you going?
That way?
I have things to say. Come back here.
That way?
Fucking
Into the kitchen.
Well, now I can't go back into the kitchen. He called me a loser.
What's everybody wearing at this point? Like, what? I want to know, like, I want a refreshed visual at this point.
Has been a while.
Mason, what are you wearing?
I
Three-piece
just
suit?
put a goddamn kiss in my mouth.
Three-piece suit with
Who's
another
kissing you?
three-piece suit on underneath.
Sounds
Not a
great.
three-piece suit.
Six-piece suit.
Yeah.
That's the same.
Pants with suit shorts over them.
That's horrendous.
Actually,
getting the
just 7
sweatpants.
pairs of pants and nothing else.
Well, you said 3 piece.
I've only got 1 piece inside these pants.
The One Piece?
Can we get much higher? I'm rocking out with a it's early morning, so it's probably like, what time in the morning is it? What'd you say?
Early.
Oh.
We had time.
6:30.
7:30.
Yeah.
But one person was here at 6:30.
Okay, he's already
Wondering why
dressed.
no one else was awake.
Pair of designer pants.
What brand?
No, we can't leave. That's not how this works.
What brand? What brand? Do it.
Brand?
Mr. Black.
Mr. Black's suit pants.
They've expanded. They're no longer just
It's the Mr. Black's brand.
yeah, they're no longer just a coffee shop franchise. They're now
They kept the coffee in the name, though.
Yes.
they're now a
Everyone's
lifestyle brand.
confused.
Luxury clothing.
Luxury clothing. Gotcha. Ponzi?
I think this is definitely not how he would normally dress, but Alejandro was feeling fairly fancy today. So he's got a nice pair of jeans on, nice leather belt. You know, he's got a full on like button up shirt. It's long sleeve shirt. He's got the sleeves halfway rolled up,
Right.
and then he's wearing a very very oddly expensive looking vest, like leather vest, very oddly expensive looking. And it
He didn't buy it.
Yes, I did.
I'm gonna point one thing out real quick. I stopped describing him in pants, so as far as everyone knows, I just have pants on. And
You said
nothing
luxury clothing though at the end, so like
else. Well, it was luxury pants, but yeah.
Just
No.
And an
He is
open vest.
completely
I filled it.
shirtless, and nobody's
filled
reacting to
it,
it because it is
you
normal.
filled in
Yeah.
the shirt.
Not like a suit jacket, but
Nobody's reacting to it because they're afraid of him.
Rogue is wearing the same pair of khaki pants and blue shirt that she always wears. Though at this point, a good portion of it is ripped and bloodstained.
She could get it fixed. She has not.
yeah.
Do you just want new clothes in general, or
Hmm?
do you just want a new pair of clothes in general?
I guess this does stand out a little, doesn't it?
Especially the blood stains.
Yeah, I mean at some
And
point
blood, how
how tall is Rogue, real quick?
I
7'8".
Just give me a rough height.
I think she's like
Bumping,
5'7".
bumping into the
5'7"?
ceiling.
Yeah. Yeah, at some point those will cease to lose their functionality as clothes.
Mason's gonna take off for a second, and then just come back with like an arm
Why?
full of He's gonna leave for a second and come back with an arm just with his hands just like full of clothes that he just hands to you. We are the exact same height, roughly.
This feels like a lot of clothes for an outfit.
No,
Yeah,
those
I
are
think you pick from among them. You know,
It's
like,
Also, I think he's holding you to his standard of wearing like 3 separate pairs of clothes at once.
I see.
it's multiple outfits.
To be fair, though, it is
do you
like
wear
Colorado.
multiple sets of clothes at the same time?
Just gonna like put his like
His
thumb in his
tearaway
waistline and pull it
pants.
down, and there's just a pair of sweats underneath.
Why?
Quick change.
Quick change, in case anyone's like tailing me. He's gonna reach up and like pull down on his shirt, and there's a sweater underneath.
It has the Superman logo on it.
Rogue's just gonna change into the set of clothes that she was given.
Just
She's gonna put on
in
multiple
the
pairs as
kitchen?
well.
Mm-hmm.
Just
3
in the
specifically,
kitchen.
yeah.
So then,
Okay. wait.
Rogue is now just changing in the kitchen.
that would be bad.
Just hope.
So I guess I want you to determine what.
As Rogue is doing
Her
that,
outfit
Catherine's
looks
just gonna go over and stand in front of her.
I'm gonna be honest.
Rogue
surprised
just
she didn't
looks at Catherine like, what? Okay, and then just keeps going.
You're aware you were naked, right?
Yes.
That's not a socially acceptable thing to just be
Like she would
In the
know
presence
that.
of other people.
in the presence of other people,
Gotcha.
especially a bunch of dudes.
I guess I'll change later then. You had stuff you wanted to say?
Yes.
Well, hold on.
Just stop
Okay.
halfway.
We're
She
not done.
stops at-
She would put on like the first layer or something, yeah.
What's Constance wearing?
Well, hold on. I want to know because Ryan just said.
Oh yeah, I've now changed clothes. So the question is, what was I given? Because I did just put them on in the first order I was given them. 0 attention.
It was multiple things. Like I gave you multiple articles of clothing for multiple changes, but specifically the outfit he would have given you is something akin to what you usually wear. It's a pair of like designer like
Why do you? Where are you getting this money?
This is the
No. See, dude, that's the thing. Alfonso does not steal
Insider
his.
trading.
Yeah,
Insider trading.
Alfonso does not steal
That's
his
fair.
clothes.
They can get paid a lot.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
exploiting his power for personal gain.
Yeah. Alfonso does not steal his clothes because he doesn't buy that much clothes. Him,
It's
on the
big.
other hand,
it's a pair of like designer like cargo pants.
designer cargo pants.
You can just say cargo.
Yeah, keep
No,
going.
they're
No,
designer.
keep going.
Okay. They're Mr.
We're
Black.
rolling.
Mr.
Cargo
Black cargo pants.
Like tech
The
wear?
funny thing is, I do have
Okay,
a
like-
Mr. Black
like
logo. We can
tech
get
wear.
like.
Joggers. Okay.
a nice like lightweight t-shirt, and then over that would be a acid washed denim jacket.
It does sound like clothes that Rogue would
Decent
wear.
outfit.
I zoned out about halfway through the outfit.
That's cool.
Description
What's
came back at
Constance
acid.
wearing?
Constance is dressed in
All black leather.
no.
Basketball shorts and an athletic tee.
No, he's dressed in the UEG fatigues that he
Ah,
stole from that guy that he
okay.
killed without the armor plating. Though the fatigues look what's the standard like do they just wear black?
Olive green.
Olive green.
Nice.
That's the typical standard UV.
That's an uncomfortable color on some people.
Like green olive?
Yeah, no,
or
yeah.
like
The
leaf
color
kind
is
of
olive green.
Okay, so like regular regular US
How does
fatigues.
olive green look on Constance though?
Pretty all right. I mean, he's a white guy with brown hair. It can't look awful. So yeah, he's just dressed in that. Though it's not tailored for his. Yeah, it's not tailored for his body, and he doesn't wear it like how it would be uniform. Like he has nothing tucked in.
Is it too loose or too tight?
Oh, it's too loose.
Okay.
Like it's a bit baggy on him.
He's tall and thin. The man.
So like
Somehow I
the,
looking
It's
for him
not
was
supposed to
tall
wear a
and
bag.
not thin.
oh, okay. It's like is it like just too small in general?
No.
Or like size
It's
wise?
too big.
I was just really hoping like the sleeves would be short and there'd be like that much of his ankle showing.
No, I mean the guy I felt like was roughly his height.
Yeah, it was the. It
He's
was
just a
not
skinny
the. Yeah,
He was the same height but twice as wide.
Like yeah, he does
that
not
man
have
was
full-
a soldier.
Yeah, he doesn't have a
is
soldier.
not a soldier.
Yeah.
It does not have a soldier's body. Any other descriptions you need from me?
No, aside from the fact that he doesn't wear it like with any sense of decorum, like shirt's untucked, hair is regularly unkempt
Unkempt.
Anyway,
as opposed to kempt.
so Catherine will
Like
gesture
disgruntled and
to
grumbled.
Matthias and say, "Me and Matthias got calls from Eugene."
Mr. Krabs.
What'd he say?
Well, first he was trying to find out where we were, but we neglected to tell him because
Good.
it's best that no one know where we are, and also Matthias doesn't know where we are.
Eugene Fitzherbert?
Still not.
No.
No.
My boss.
Oh, that Eugene.
Fitzherbert.
Yes,
That
every
was a
time.
Tangled joke.
He...
That was Tangled.
But he was asked.
Movie.
Mr.
He
Krabs?
had contacted Cloud headquarters, and unfortunately, based on what he told me, they weren't able to give the best of help because they can't directly help us.
We did briefly discuss about disrupting the force field, but we decided it would be a less effective course of action.
He
So
did
down for
ask
a
what
mini
he
nuke.
can do. And he said that he is going to infiltrate Furon's base and keep an eye on it from there, from the inside.
Well, that's helpful. One less base we have to deal with.
I don't know how that's going to work out if he runs across Archibald, but...
He probably isn't just killing random people in there.
Well, no. But,
Eugene's not a guy who can just kill people.
yeah, but if they both look at each other and pause, that's not going to be, definitely won't be a suspicious action if they're just kind of...
I mean, the extent of it
Old high
could
school
be
buddies.
he used to work with Archibald.
Besides, they're both. Well,
Yeah,
at least
but they
Eugene is
could-
a
in
secret
5
agent.
minutes, figure out that he did not used to work with Archibald.
I think we just have to trust Eugene to be better at subterfuge than that.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, not
He
everyone
has
do.
ways of disguise that. Not even I know
that is
about.
true. He can shapeshift. So,
And you also have to keep in mind, not everyone is as bad at infiltration as you are.
I'm fantastic at it.
No, you're not.
I can be. if
But that's what I
wish
wanted to say, and
We worked
Give
in
you
a
guys
very
an update
similar
on that.
division for
I
years.
I
what's-
convinced Constance I was Constance. I'm good at infiltration,
what's
okay?
the plan for the day?
We need to do recon. That's what it is gonna be.
Right.
The
Yeah,
one
Shogun
that
one.
none of us want to go to.
Yeah.
And we're all terrified of the big guy with the cool sword.
So I think we have
Especially
two
him.
options here. Realistically, we know what to expect from most of the bases. And obviously, we need more information on the Assurance, which is what Zax and Archibald are working towards finding information about how to deal with that. Realistically, we could do just recon at Shogun's base, but I, for one, think that we should start trying to be a little more proactive in our resistance. If we can isolate a fight we think we can win, we should try and start taking out the Cabal members.
I think that's a pretty decent idea.
I wouldn't like to just get into a confrontation with them head on without learning about them as much or as feasibly as possible.
So we
Well,
do
yeah,
recon on
'cause-
Shogun's base, and
well-
then once we've done recon on everyone's base, we decide who to hit first.
I think before we need to do that, we need to do a test thing. Just pick on a patrol team. We need to see how fast they're capable of reacting to something.
We actually have hit one of their patrols already.
When do we do that?
Constance actually got into an altercation with a group of them.
Oh,
And didn't
right.
you take all of them out yourself?
More or less,
Yeah.
That was a
Didn't
group
you
of
also
12
get
guys.
shot like 3 times?
or at least.
Yeah, but like by one guy.
Got better.
Point is, we do know their reaction time. At least it was out in the forest when it happened, but it didn't take more than 20 minutes for the next group to show up.
No, if I remember correctly, the next group didn't show up.
No, because
Rogue 11 showed up
Shogun
in the
and Fearin both showed up.
Well, then they started to get into the bunker. They weren't there because of Constance, and then they heard something on the radio and left.
Yeah.
In that situation, Constance was pretending to be causing accidents, which adds a second of delay. It's not, oh crap, it's not, from their perspective, it's not an, oh no, we're under attack, call for help situation. it's a wow, I didn't remember this guy was so clumsy situation.
Continue.
And I'm willing to bet that following that altercation, now that they know that they're facing some,
Someone capable of at least throwing hands.
they'll likely have more. They'll be faster to respond, I imagine.
Well, no, that depends, because if I remember correctly, you did that before the assurance was set up, right?
No, it was after.
Was that after?
Or
No, it was
During.
That was right before.
Yeah, that was right before.
That's what the call was. It was, hey, the assurance is ready to activate. Come here.
That's right.
Which means they might not be reacting faster at all, because they assume whoever did it had a power and is probably in custody or incapable of using said power.
That tracks.
That's true.
Regardless,
We should expect faster response times rather than slower.
though admittedly, I wouldn't expect them to be able to respond faster than 10 minutes, and if a fight is going to take longer than 10 minutes, we shouldn't be getting into it anyway.
Fair.
Hit and run tactics definitely will be.
Ooh, guerrilla warfare? That's fun.
Yeah.
This is the time.
Immune over his monkey time.
I'm so glad that wasn't recorded. Something probably hurt.
However,
but-
I forget where I got the info, but I was informed at some point that we know roughly how many people are at each base, including the Shogun base, and we know that stationed there.
I believe that you may have gotten that from
Vladislav? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, anyway, we think that there isn't going to be more than a single squad of men plus Shogun at Shogun's base, and while Shogun himself is easily one of the more scary members, it would be the base with one of the least people at it. The next most likely target would be Pierce's base, I think, which only has like 40 or so people at it.
It only has 40 or so people. You can do 40 or so people in 10 minutes.
I mean, assuming that each of us is somewhat reasonably comparable to Constance, 12 per person is more than enough.
Yeah, but how do you think we're going to manage that in 10 minutes?
It won't take long.
That was, something vibrated and I looked at the empty phone case rather than the actual phone. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
I think the key to just about any conflict is ultimately what I used when I took on that squadron, which is we have to exploit the fact that they operate off of protocol and can't immediately respond with aggressive action until they determine that there is a hostile or hostiles that they're facing, because up until that point they are at least somewhat loosely bound to regulation and a chain of command. So yeah, so at any point, if we can take advantage of their chain of command and their order of operation, then I think that's our best fighting chance.
Fair. Do we know what their order of operation is
No,
specifically?
no, not particularly, but it's just about causing as much confusion so that it's hard to relay orders and exactly what's going on. Because if they can't know exactly what's going on, then it means that the commands they receive will be less than decisive, if they receive them at all.
Also, if things go too south too quickly, we do always have our fallback.
Which is...
Well, John. Or Mason, sorry.
I mean, I can.
assuming he still functions in a widespread area.
You know, we've got the.
Yeah, I mean,
Suits.
yeah.
They make
But we
sure
don't
I
know how
die.
that's... Yeah, they make sure you don't just die or feel like dying. We don't know how that's going to affect you actually being able to affect absolutely everything of that existence.
Can you die?
Well, we can find out. Anyway,
I don't think that's a thing we should at least ever test.
That makes sense.
Katie, I was planning
I
on it.
assume
Tim,
you haven't
but
died thus far.
Not that he remembers.
He felt like
Yeah.
Then how
that
did
would
you
be
know
hard
you-
to
That's
tell.
not for you to know.
Right. So, once we're all ready, we head out to Shogun's base to do some recon, and then from there make a decision about where we go next.
Sounds like a good idea
Yeah.
to me.
Right. Anyway, the bacon's
Can
done.
I go knock
Here's-
on his front door?
here's
Okay.
bacon.
And with that, we're going to shift over to Archibald Monroe.
All right, I exist.
You are inside your heart space. What are you doing? You also, with you, you have Zax and Alan Boyle Jr. He is still in your custody.
Well,
What would you like
first
to do?
thing I would have done whenever I got back would be hand Zax my new portable lab and ask him to work on cleaning house a little bit, making sure that they can't monitor whatever I'm doing in there.
I will do my best. Which
I
means it will
appreciate
get done.
It may take some time, depending on how sophisticated they made their
It
device.
shouldn't take long.
Yeah.
Be done before you can say, oh, stupid head.
Anyway,
I'm kind of at a loss with what to do with you right now. Oh wait, never mind. I already got permission to keep him as an assistant, right?
yes.
All right.
As long as he has the restrictions on.
All right. Yep. Cool.
What do you want me to do? You have a robot, so I'm not sure how helpful I can be, other than
Really, the
An extra
reason
set of
you're
hands.
here, yeah, the reason I got you as my assistant is to keep you by my side, so whenever I get out of here, you can come too.
that would be nice.
Yes.
When's that gonna be?
First, I have to figure out how to turn off the assurance,
That is.
as well as how to
problem.
deal with Gearhart's plans. Did I tell him what Gearhart's doing?
No.
Uh,
And what are those?
He's trying to evolve humanity.
I don't like how you said that, so I'm gonna assume that's a bad thing.
Yes. Particularly the way he's going about it. It is disturbing. Yes. He is experimenting on corpses.
Oh,
Because he's not allowed to experiment on living subjects.
well, I'm sure he's gonna
For
get
now.
to that eventually.
So that is
Dr. Monroe,
yes.
I need you
I'll be there in a moment.
now.
Gonna open up the door.
You see Gerhardt standing there. I have had a breakthrough
Yes.
on my plans. I need you to come with me.
All right.
You two stay here. You'll follow him. And he takes you down to his lower lab. You still see the tables of corpses, the test tubes with the experiments within them. The main problem I've been having is the DNA is not compatible. They do not last long. And unfortunately, I must turn to the thing I hate most,
Ability.
specials. But I have found one. The perfect subject. He leads you down over to a large cage. Sitting inside, you see a middle-aged man sitting down on the floor. He has long, messy brown hair, an unkempt face. He's just looking down, and he's wearing these dull green clothes. He is not affected by the assurance.
How?
Immune. I don't know why. But he has no ability.
What is his power?
Regeneration. He cannot die.
Oh.
It's exactly what I need. It will make my experiments perfect. The DNA will be compatible, and they cannot die. Not anymore.
But since it is not ability based, how will you extract the power? Well, will
I
the
only
extracted
need his
cells retain the
DNA.
ability? Will they check? But his DNA isn't what's special. It's the energy flowing through them.
Yes. He can regenerate,
True.
which means I have all the DNA I will ever need.
Hmm.
Mr. Sampson, I'm here. He'll stand up and glare at Gerhardt as he walks over to the edge of the cage and grabs onto the bars. Stick out your arm.
What color is he?
Do you have the
Yeah, I'm wearing the suit at all times, which has
yellow?
basic. Okay.
Purely in the brain.
Interesting.
Dr. Monroe, can you please hand me the saw? You hand him a handsaw on a table nearby, and he just starts cutting. Yes. And whoever this Mr. Sampson is does not seem to react. He just stands there. Doesn't even grunt in pain. As his arm falls to the ground, and you watch as the bones, muscle, and skin, everything reform
How long did that take?
within about 30 seconds.
All right.
And his arm tops the ground, and Mr. Gerhardt and Dr. Gerhardt pick it up, place it into a tube nearby. Endless supply. I can do this forever.
Curious. So why are you showing me this?
Because he's not a special. I need to know why. What he is. Why the assurance does not work.
That's something I'm uncertain of as well. I will look into it.
I will leave you here. I have work to attend to.
All right.
Do not touch anything. Gerhardt will walk upstairs, and Samson will walk over and sit down.
Can I communicate with Zax within the building?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you edit my surveillance from there, from your side?
I can.
Wonderful. I appreciate it. All right. Mr. Sampson. What is your name? I'm Archibald Monroe, Dr. Archibald Monroe.
They say it's Kurt.
I see.
Kurt Sampson. At least
Remind
that's
me.
what
Oh, sorry.
my ID says.
Remind me. whether Archie would know him or not, because he is from past.
Make a cognition roll.
Love to. 8.
Kurt Sampson used to be a middle school teacher. Though many years ago, he died. You remember him dying. He was on the news.
How did he die?
Strangulation. He was found outside Requiem Library.
What year?
1987. Over 30 years ago.
Was that you?
No. No.
He was not involved.
Me,
It-
Barry.
no!
Mr. Sampson. But you died.
Mm-hmm. I know. This walking corpse died.
Who are you? You said they tell you that's your name.
That's what it says. It's my name.
Do you remember?
I tell myself every day so I don't forget. What do you want with me?
I want
Gonna
to
chop
know.
me up like him?
No. For one, I want to get you out of his hands.
Just put me in someone else's. That's what's always happened.
Well, if possible, I would like to remove your power so no one can do that.
That's not gonna happen.
How?
It won't let you.
Order?
What?
That's who you're connected to. Order. It's where your power
I
comes
guess. I don't know.
from. Take my hand for a moment.
No.
I'm going to see if I can suppress it. I don't think it will work.
Why would I let you do that?
Don't you want it gone? If it were gone,
Yeah, but
he
it's
wouldn't
not
do
gonna
anything.
happen. It's not how it
Then
works.
what do you lose?
You think I haven't tried everything?
Specials are my
I'm
specialty.
not a special.
I am aware. I have another one in my office
don't
who
even-
is like
I
you.
don't even care whatever that fucking is. This happened before all that.
Yes, I'm aware. Did you drink a vial or did you acquire in another manner?
I don't know.
Was it a deal?
No. I just can't die.
But it had to have started somehow.
I might have been born with it. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really noticed. It's been so long, I don't care.
Mr. Sampson, the more I know.
That's not my name. What they tell me. It's
What
they
is
say.
your name?
Wes. Wes Newdale.
What?
My name is Wes Newdale.
What is your relation to Weston Newdale?
It's the other one. Other version,
What?
I guess.
I have. Does
The
Archie know
one
he was
from-
a clone?
Yeah. it's-
One of the clone.
No.
What?
I was Weston Newdale, I guess. A different version from a different universe. I got plucked from my own, shoved into his mind, and then I got pushed out whenever he came back. And I just found the first empty room I could see and went inside. And now look where I am. I'm stuck here.
So you had the power before.
Yes.
Where did you get it from?
I don't know.
Did you have it before you?
I guess.
shoved.
I didn't. I don't know. I don't know anything.
All right. Do you know where you come from? Which universe?
No.
All right. Actually, he's gonna pull out his scanner.
Kurt Sampson, Universe 1.
One.
B. Universe 1B.
Of course, that wouldn't work. That's the physical body. How do I track them up? Nope, I don't know that. How do I track where your mind
Just
comes
find
from?
wherever that hallway is.
Hallway.
Yeah, that's where all the mines are. That's where I got taken to.
How do I get there?
I don't know.
All right.
I just had some sadistic psychopath take me there.
Zax, do you know where the hallway of the mind is?
The Nexus.
The Nexus?
I guess that's what it's called. I don't know.
How do you get there?
You don't. Only those with connections can get there. Or those with a mental-based power.
Shoot.
Which there is distinctly one of your group that does have one. At least.
Him, isn't it?
Right behind me, isn't he?
Is there any way around that restriction?
No. You would have to deal with the Guardian.
What if someone is not in the correct body? Would they be able to exit?
No.
No. Because regeneration is not a mental power, so he can't bypass the restriction that way. Sorry. This Kurt Sampson.
I feel
is
like
not
it would be best
Kurt
if you
Sampson.
came back to the office.
Yes. Yes, that would be a wise decision. I don't know what to do about it for now.
Nothing. Can't do anything. I'll be stuck here being this psychopath's test dummy forever.
No,
Until
you
he
won't.
dies.
I'll find a way.
Okay.
Maybe not to remove your power, but at least to get you out of his hands. And into the hands of someone who is
There
like
it is.
you. Into the hands of
Right
someone
there.
who is like you.
One hand into
Mayor
the next.
Myers
Just
cannot.
leave me alone. Just go away.
Mayor Myers is like you.
I don't care. Go away. I just want to be alone.
As you wish.
Archibald will go back to his office. And we'll shift back over to the group. But now, who is going to Shogun?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would assume all of us would.
Catherine will stay.
What about
Oh yeah, and I assumed that Matthias and the others are staying back if that wasn't. If that
Especially because if they leave, they now know where it is.
wasn't- exactly. Yes.
Which is the sole reason you didn't show them.
yes.
So, can I have a map?
No.
Shogun's
Just a little
base is at
Train station.
the bus station.
That's right.
Same
The other transportation station.
The airport?
Yep.
The
one.
Enelas bus
At any
station.
point, regional airport.
For all the places they can go.
Entity Point doesn't have it.
It's a joke.
Fourth one.
Yeah, joke's on you. Alfonso owns a private airport somehow.
How you getting through the force field, buddy?
No, he
He's
just
not. He's
owns
going
a
from
private
one side to
airport.
Owns one?
He's simply going from one side of
Yeah, he
Colorado.
owns one
to
of
the
the
other.
Yeah, he doesn't leave
It's
Colorado.
actually
He just
empty
owns
lot,
a
and
private.
it just he calls the airport.
Just an empty parking lot with a warehouse. He's like, that's the airport.
No airplane.
No,
There's
no,
a single paper airplane.
no. Alfonso owns an ultralight airplane that he keeps in said abandoned warehouse.
By ultralight, it's made of paper.
Yeah.
But it's life size.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Don't ask how he got a sheet of
So-
paper that big, but
In reality, it's just a kite.
and all of you are using the invisibility as you get there.
No, actually, yeah.
Alfonso is like dancing a jig up to the doorstep, not wearing an invisibility suit.
No.
What?
Really
Roll
impressing his Irish
out.
roots.
But I would like all of you to roll scan the area as you approach.
I'm not good at that.
Which is a decently large bus station.
Hey,
7.
that's 8.
Okay.
Go me.
2.
It's a bus station.
10.
I have a thing I just realized
Mhm.
on my sheet next to experience, and it says experience next time. Did we forget to do it last session
Yes,
forever
we did.
ago? Okay.
Which means we'll just do it twice today.
Okay, I was just checking.
That means we need you really productive today.
Good notes.
That would have been a lot more helpful.
Well, it's an
earlier,
experience
before
next
the
time with a
session.
smiley face next to it.
Yeah.
No, it's not even a smiley face. It's a half erased E.
Anyway, so you three. So you do you do notice first, other than just the bus station, the entire road is completely shut down
Damn.
with about most of the soldiers are patrolling just the road itself, the entrance into town, blocking anyone coming in, anyone getting out. Occasionally, so I would say there's about 7 of them are patrolling around the road. 7 of them are partly inside and just patrolling around the station. On top of the station, you see Shogun standing there, effectively like his own personal watchtower. Just
Does he look past us?
yes,
Does he pause at all?
No.
No?
you. Because you rolled a 10, you will notice the one thing no one else does. Inside the station, you see Nolan Hayes
Ooh!
without his GOD armor.
Less ooh and more ooh.
He appears to be simply a regular UEG soldier.
Forgot demoted.
Interesting.
He's working with us, correct?
He has
He's not working against us.
he has been amenable in the past.
We probably won't have to fight him here. Probably.
No, he has
There
straight
you
up
go.
said that he's willing to overthrow the UEG if we get enough support.
Unfortunately, you have you guys and
Yeah.
a ragtag group of specials that aren't capable of helping you.
And a couple
A
of crazy
ragtag
guys.
group of non-combat.
Well, here's the thing:
specs.
you
I saw a
have
couple of
amassed
crazy guys.
more allies than you have in the past because you have Alfonso's old crew, the Project Enigma people, Zach.
Ladislav.
Lattice-
Potentially
Lattice-
Daniel Lane.
I'm gonna
Potentially
tell the
Daniel
other
Lane.
people with
Zachary
me.
Downs.
Hey, I'm gonna try and sneak closer to see what's up with Nolan over there.
Also, technically promise help from Eugene.
Holy shit, Nolan's over
So
there?
you technically have a lot of allies.
Yeah, she's like.
Just
right
very
there.
few of them can directly help you
Standing in
fight.
the window,
Yeah.
man.
I saw that.
No, you didn't.
Can I roll influence their action?
You did not see that.
Okay,
no, you
so,
could not convince Alfonso. You
Alfonso will point out Nolan Hayes to you
he is
guys.
still completely convinced you didn't.
Does he look like he's not a prisoner, right? He
No,
looks like
He is patrolling inside.
okay.
Damn.
Wow.
That was a good paper
I'm so glad we saw the start and then the middle, but not the end on
The only impressive part.
camera.
I know it flew really well.
So can I try and sneak up closer to where?
Yes,
Nolan
hide
is-
from view,
Yay!
which is inside. It is inside the bus station. Which there is a guard at the door.
I was 12.
So you sneak in through a window.
While humming, don't be suspicious. No, still somehow nobody notices.
Silently.
It sounds like wind.
I'm very bad at humming.
It's not hard.
He's bad at it though.
That's why it's impressive.
Sit down. So you are now inside. There are
A really good paper airplane.
3 other guards, except not counting Nolan.
I
To
assume
make sure that
I'm
he's not
gonna.
alone, can I sneak in with him?
Yes, please roll hide.
Can I roll scan the area? Assuming
Yes.
I'm in there. Are you telling me you're coming with me,
Uh,
or am
I
I
would-
aware?
I would have told Omega to tell you, yeah. So you hear
You're
the
aware.
comms, but yeah.
I got you. I'm gonna roll scan the area, and that's wow,
11.
that's weird.
Yeah, you're inside.
Yeah,
Can I roll
that'd be a
hide?
10.
Can I?
It's like the
Is everyone going
third-
inside?
got a 6
Are you
on
going
one.
inside? How
You
would
would
I
be-
know? I can't see you.
Comms. We have comms.
Are you going inside?
What are you doing?
They're both going inside.
He went inside and I'm following to make sure he's not alone.
We could probably try and sneak up onto the roof. Keep an eye on Shogun.
Yeah, probably.
I wouldn't go onto the roof to do that.
So
but
both
okay.
of you roll hide from view.
I got a 10 for scan the area.
We'll get there in a second.
8.
I was really hoping
9.
one of you would just critically
Alright.
fail that.
So with both of those, you do draw attention to yourself.
Should we? Are you thinking?
Twig snap.
What?
Twig snap. We should have
I think he
twigs.
was thinking you spent token.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'll spend 1 token.
I can burn 2. It's early enough in the session.
You might fail enough.
Twig snap.
Hey, by the
Yeah,
way,
that's a
I've
10.
made 3 rolls, all of which have been a 10 or
So
above.
you've been getting. You have your
I
max
have
tokens
6
right
tokens, yeah, currently.
Let's go.
I don't have a pencil
If
or
only
a
it
mark
could
that
be
down,
me.
but I have 6 tokens.
now. I'm not using this pencil.
That's
now.
too much effort. So. I looked away and looked back and saw a pencil halfway between.
You were looking this direction when I had drawn. Picked.
No, I looked over at the
It's
pencil
an
in his hand.
877 number.
Goodbye.
Okay, I guess I'll leave.
So, you two climb up onto the roof where you see there is a lot of crates on the roof and metal boxes.
They're filled with people.
No,
Oh.
filled with equipment and ammo.
Are there any personnel up here?
Fish tanks.
Shogun.
Carson.
He's on top of the
Carson.
roof.
Yes,
Oh,
he is the
Shut-
only person
shut-
on top of the
shut.
roof.
Is he near the edge?
Nice catch.
On the other side.
Shut.
How high is the roof from the ground?
Well, the bus station itself is only 1 floor, so it's not that high.
You just
So, inside, you two. What do you two do? You got a 10.
can.
I'm following him.
You have
Now
what is hidden here, what happened here, were powers used here, what kind of person was here, where did they go, what were they going to do.
what is hidden here? What kind of person was here? What were the other ones?
You only have 2 questions.
Oh, I only have 2. Oh, the 10 plus was 3. Anyway, yeah, I'll just go with those 2.
What is hidden here, what kind of person was here. Okay, so I'll do the what kind of person was here first. You can tell at least, so you do find a room that was definitely the room Shogun is using as his office, even though he doesn't exactly need one. There is a lot of definite high-tech equipment in here, but all of it is locked behind this electronic case. So Shogun specifically.
Can you describe the case specifically?
So it's about the size. It's about 8 feet tall,
Damn.
about 2 feet wide, and it's like a rough size of like a small wardrobe maybe, but it's clear and it has more like the size of a small fridge.
It has a sword in it.
It doesn't have a sword in it. It has
Dozens.
no.
The sword in it.
There is there is a sword in it. Does not have the sword in it.
Oh.
And there seems to be
He's not
various
bad.
other bits of Shogun tech in there.
Okay, what bits would stick out specifically to Alfonso for him to be like, ooh, shiny?
Gauntlets and boots.
Not the sword.
Well, I specifically asked for that, and yes, that is sticking out to Alfonso because it's a sword.
Yes, and it's inside this case, electronic case. What,
If Rogue is next to me, Rogue just hears, noted.
and as for what is hidden here, inside this room specifically, there is a desk. So this presumably whoever the owner of the bus station, this was where he was held out. But inside the desk are various files that are distinctly UEG files, but they are paper specifically.
Hmm.
And written in
I
some
feel
sort
like
of
you want me to
code.
look at those.
That's up to you.
So what
You can
I'm
do
not
whatever
gonna
you
do
want.
is look at those.
I'll look at them.
Okay.
Good, that's what I want.
Okay. Well, so what are you doing, Titus?
I am gonna go. Is Nolan by himself or is he with another?
He's by himself, but there are about 3 other people inside the building.
But how close in proximity?
They're all spread out. Though they are not moving around, they are staying where they are.
But I could have a quiet conversation with Nolan without him noticing.
most likely.
Great. Yeah, I'm gonna go over to Nolan. Very, very quietly. Do I need to roll for that, or just going off
Yeah,
of
you're
12?
good.
Oh, by the way, I looked this up because. But anyway, I have the advanced hide from view because I got a 10 plus. All my allies get a +1 by 4.
Presumably only Alfonso.
What is that? What, sorry, what is the advanced?
On a 12 plus, you have a +1 ongoing from hide from view rolls for the. Oh, I have a no. Okay, yeah, that's not the same as the other thing I read. Never mind.
Okay.
Anyway, that's a note, but
Not paper airplane.
not the note I thought I was giving.
Is it like a spider?
Does not fly. Noted.
Noted.
I mean, it
Noted.
does fly.
If you throw hard enough.
That is accurate. Yeah.
What do you think, Nolan? So he's just sitting there. He has a rifle in his hand. He does not look to be having a good time, but he's just looking out a window that has the rifle out.
Does he look like tense? Before
Yeah.
I say anything, he looks like very tense. Don't react to that, stupid. I'm trying to be quiet. Yeah, it's Alfonso. We met earlier, a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion on Shogun? Think he'd make a good president? Anyway, sorry, couldn't help it. Had to say it.
He's my direct supervisor.
I'm assuming you got that emotion.
Mm-hmm. What does it look like?
Yeah, it looks like not fun. What do you know about this base specifically? Aside from its gatekeeping entity, the town.
It's also, in a way, to monitor Shogun,
It's monitoring.
ensuring he's working properly.
Oh. Ooh, this just got fun. What do you know about his, like, suit and tech?
More advanced than anything I've ever seen.
Is it UEG stuff, or is
No.
it his stuff?
Comes from President Boyle herself.
Hey, ooh. Oh, now I want it.
She designed it.
I want it.
You want it?
Yeah, I want it. It's my precious. I
Alright,
want it.
buddy.
Anyway.
Alright, pack it up.
No.
Our comms open.
Yes.
I assumed they weren't, but yep, yes. So in that case, if comms are open, I did not say the I want it.
Okay.
Great to know you have that much.
I didn't think the I want it. I did not say the I want
It's a
it.
conscious
Why-
effort.
No, I
to
didn't
say
say I want it.
Why are you here?
Some level of moral obligation. We'll go with that for the time being.
Is it just you?
No.
Okay.
We're probably not going to touch Shogun for a while. But do you know more about him and why he needs supervised?
I don't know. It's above my pay grade.
That's fair. Do I have anything on me that I could like potentially give him to be able to contact us? Like an extra comm link or anything? No. Okay. Okay. And I'll just like disappear. This I will ask on the comms. Hey, are we done inside the base?
Have I finished looking the papers over?
I sent you a rough estimate.
Kind of on top of the thing.
Are any of these crates up here open?
Some of them are.
What's in them?
Equipment and ammo.
Anything particular? Can I roll here? I was about to say anything particular, like of note. I'll roll for that. What is that? Scan the area. Yeah. Okay. Seven. Anything hidden here
No.
in the open crates? All right, yeah, that makes sense.
Nothing in particular, you know. So.
I think we've got everything that we're likely to get from recon. Question is, do we hit this base or another base?
Hold on, I wanna watch Shogun.
He's
For a little longer.
just you see he's holding a sword, but the sword itself is very high tech. Every once in a while, you see his hand will grip it a little harder, and the sword itself slightly glows blood red throughout it, but only slightly.
It's a bad sign.
Cool.
He's just looking around. Across the road, and occasionally he'll turn around and the both of you in your direction, looking at the town. As you're standing on the other side, you see he'll start walking over to you. Not to you directly, but he'll go over to the corner right next to you and just start looking.
He might be
across the
walking
town.
you directly.
He might be walking at you directly.
Can I roll discern intentions here?
Yes.
I would also like to roll discern intentions.
I would also.
Archibald from across town gets a shiver down his
Admittedly,
spine.
discern
Get away!
intentions largely has to do with whether or not somebody's lying to you, but
Shit.
It's
7.
discern intentions.
Yeah.
7.
Does his body language? Am I able to determine if he recognizes that there's somebody over here and is walking towards him, or just happens
both
to
got
be
10?
walking in this
I got a
direction?
7.
Okay, so
See, I would have spent my total.
you have a +1 when encountering Shogun for the rest of the encounter.
Okay. I got a 10 for what it's worth.
You guys have not. If he's lying or not, or whatever his body language is saying, you do know, but it says right here that they know you know. So if he knows you're there, he knows that you know.
So if he knows we're there, he knows that I know that he knows I'm here.
Yes.
I
That you
hate
know
your
we're
wording.
here.
He knows someone is here.
Fuck.
He knows that they know.
That he
But
knows someone
he is
here.
not looking at you. He's still looking at the general area. But his sword is glowing a little brighter now.
This might be a fight time.
Okay. All right. Am I in a
grabs it
position
with
where
both
I can
hands.
make eye contact with?
You
Oh,
can't see me.
That's right. There's no eyes to see.
No
We
contact
need to-
eyes.
We need a piece of tech that allows us to see each other.
I can get out of here a whole hell of a lot faster than you can.
You could get us
True.
both.
He has a
both
whole
out.
ability for that.
Yeah.
You could get them both out at the same time.
He has a move. that lets him just.
Yeah, I can make it to where we never got on the roof in the first
You can make it
place.
to where Shogun's pants fall down.
No, because they would have had to not.
I think that's more of a you thing.
Because they would have had to not fall down in the first place, but they haven't fallen down yet.
Are his pants falling down?
That's not how it works. He's wearing a full suit of armor.
Yeah, I don't think he should.
But I could manipulate the probability that he
No.
chose to wear
Some
pants today.
things.
But what if he was wearing pants, Patrick?
Just
Here's the
under
thing.
armor,
Here's
over it.
the crux of why certain things like that can't just happen. Yours relies on the literal probability that it can happen.
Which
His
means there
relies
has
on
to
it
be a
making
chance in the
sense
first
with the
place.
story.
Mm.
He has to, in a way to make certain things happen, he has to set it up.
Can I manipulate the probability that at any given moment Shogun's sword explodes?
No.
Wait,
But what if his sword was exploding? And...
John.
No.
What?
By 0.0001%.
Makes
Yeah.
He noticed that you noticed. What if he didn't?
He still knew someone was there.
What if he didn't?
That feels like a waste
Do you
of
have
ability.
tokens for that?
No, but I can roll.
Are you sure? This is not worth it.
No, I
It's really
agree.
not. We were gonna fight this guy anyway.
Yeah, but anyway.
But it,
He's holding the sword
So-
out in front of him at this point.
in my mind, what I'm thinking is, considering that he's part of the same experiment that Rogue is from, since he's Rogue 11, the one immediately after her, you might be able to rationalize with him because he's probably not doing this out of choice.
Well, and you would have heard
Yeah.
what Nolan said, that this
I
They
basically
agree
can't
with
hear
you.
what
This is
no
not
one
the
says.
place
You
to
only
do
what
it,
you
to
say.
attempt to rationalize. Okay, I do have a technical question regarding our invisibility suits. Are we able to isolate certain parts of the suit to render only specific parts of our body visible, or is it just always a full body effect?
It's full body.
What I'm thinking is we talk to him, since what the way it works is if he defects, it blows up, right? Correct?
It never happened to her because she took it out first.
I'm just talking like out of game.
Maybe. Depends.
We could bank on that, get him to defect, and then I can rewrite it to where the bomb was defective and didn't blow up. And then we have Shogun on our side.
I feel
But
like
that is cashing heavily on the fact and the assumption that he's unwilling.
which you guys don't know.
I just feel like there's too many moving parts in all of those. I think we're making a lot of assumptions.
But if
Also,
all of
wait,
those
what if you
assumptions
spend
are
all your tokens on?
correct,
You start with 3 tokens every session.
Yeah, he used 2 of them to not
Not-
fail hide from view,
Yeah.
That's fair.
which I'm so happy he did.
Constance, unable to speak from this range and unable to be seen, is just going to wait there until Shogun either moves away or takes a hostile action.
What are you two doing? Inside.
I mean, I don't know. That depends. Are we aware of that's
Well,
happening?
The last thing that you said you wanted to watch Shogun more, right? That was
Yes,
the last
I
com.
did.
You finished reading your papers?
Yeah. There was nothing of import. We could try and convince Nolan to work with us here.
That's not going to take convincing. Anyway, but that's not going to nail the problem. I say we leave.
Let's go up to the roof with the others so we can all leave together, or if they get into trouble, we can.
I'll hang out around here, see if I can find some
we're
sort
just
of
all gonna get into
security
one
system.
big combat.
Or
If things go south, they're all
And I'm
going
not
to get
built for
Nolan to
that.
help us.
yeah, I'll see if I can find something to that they use to monitor stuff.
I'm
See if I
built.
can find it.
I am 100% support.
I'm going to climb up onto the roof.
Okay. Where you see Shogun on the
reaches
other
over
side now.
reaches over
Holding
the edge
his
of the roof
sword
and
out.
grabs
It's
Shogun's
not
boot.
fully glowing, but there's a slight glow.
And this is different than the way he was acting before.
Uh-huh. He's not looking at anything in particular. He's still looking across the town. But something is off.
I'll tell Omega to silently let the others know that I'm on the roof, just in case things go south. I'm ready to assist.
I'm assuming I hear the in case things go south, I'm ready to assist.
Yes.
I don't know things are bad yet, but
Well, you
They
All
don't.
you
look
know
good.
is that.
No, more specifically, you don't know things are how bad things are. You are aware that
things are bad.
things are
but-
bad.
Things are not good.
Optimal. They're not good.
Yeah.
The situation we are in currently is subpar, to say the least.
Yeah, so Omega will let all of you know. Silent. What?
I just hear the thump and then, ow, I just stubbed my toe on the table. It's a moderately loud thump.
That's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I'm so sad no one else saw it.
I did. It was.
Besides that,
Okay.
the thunk really shut it.
Anyway.
Back to life or death situation.
Are we gonna cover what Alfonso's been doing?
What has Alfonso been doing?
Well, I mean, for starters, I'm assuming I need to roll scan the area for this. If I'm looking for any room that has an unusual amount of cables going in or out of it,
Shogun's room?
Shogun's room. Oh wow, what a coincidence! I have to go back in Shogun's room. So I guess I'm gonna go do some more poking around Shogun's room. You know, very cautiously, trying not to disturb anything in a way that would be noticeable.
Well, you've already rolled scan the area for that stuff, so you won't find anything new.
Can I ask different questions?
Yes. If you roll.
Ha!
Nice.
11.
Whoa.
What?
Does it for me.
Okay. You already asked what is hidden here and what
Like
kind
you
of
with your
person.
copy
So,
bonus.
what happened here? Were powers used here? Where did they go? What were they going to do?
What were they going to do, and were powers used here?
Powers used here. No.
Important question: does the technology count as powered?
No.
So I would
Currently, this technology, or just Shogun's?
Shogun stuff. Would
That
my
does count as powered, so I will say.
so
it's
I
that.
would think powers have been used here. Okay,
Just purely on Shogun's part, but. And the other one was what were they
But-
going to do?
but would I be able to put together that that's Shogun's tech more than actual
Yes.
powers? Okay.
That's what were they doing here, right?
Yeah. So then I'll go on that next question.
Based on what you've been able to notice, this room is meant to monitor Shogun and his brain activity.
Is there a brain off button?
That's not how this works.
It'd be nice though.
See?
Can I see
can
what
get
is
him to
is there
defect.
something I can see that's currently monitoring?
There's a
What am I seeing on that?
Big guy with a sword?
Wibbles.
But it looks like it's nothing changing
it's working
rapidly.
a lot right now.
I bet
Oh, it's
they have
like
a
it's very distinctly he's thinking
Doing
a lot
something.
right
High
now.
chance for all of us to get murdered. Low chance to acquire big guy with sword. I'd take the big guy with sword any day.
Why not?
All
Make
on
it a
black,
big
baby.
chance to acquire big guy with sword.
Or high chance to get his tech without the man.
So you guys on
Well,
the roof
imagine how
would
nice
just
he is.
hear over the comms, "Hey, heads up! I'm not sure what Shogun's up to, but he is actively, definitely doing something. Given the fact he's a rogue crower, it's entirely possible he's communicating with an Omega type thingamajig currently. Just yeah, heads up, things aren't looking too hot for y'all."
radio
As the
silence.
three of you are upstairs,
And then I
are
just
on the roof.
hear radio silence as a response.
You're like,
That's probably not good. So anyway, how's the security system on this glass container looking?
pretty good,
Pretty good.
pretty high tech.
Does it look like something I can potentially get past?
Not you.
So smash and grab is what I'm getting at.
I wouldn't recommend it, but that's your prerogative.
That is
You
a
got
thing you
this.
could try.
That was the narrator going, "You shouldn't, but I can't stop you."
It would get him off the roof.
Would it? Or would it just get the guys in that building?
I'm trying to remember what all I have on me.
What would he rather do? Stand up there with the roof with a sword or stop the guy from smashing all his shit?
Not his shit.
No, actually, this case is his shit.
He might want somebody to smash all this shit.
No. I'm saying
I
the
would.
case I'm breaking into is containing all of his shit. His shit. Did I ever get the Infinity armor integrated with the invisibility
Not
suit?
yet.
Not yet. Okay. So I'm just wearing the invisibility suit. Dang it.
Doesn't it deactivate if you take combat actions?
Yes.
It'll turn off if you try to smash this thingy.
Yeah, but I can turn it back on before anybody notices.
Hopefully.
You can try.
Maybe.
Assuming I roll a decent. No, but what I was asking is because I was wanting to
Perhaps.
overlay it over the Infinity armor, so I'd be wearing the Infinity armor underneath, which allows me to do powered actions essentially,
Currently not.
but currently can't. Pew. So is it like a sword or what you got there?
It's a cannon.
Oh, I thought it was a saber. To be honest,
As
Both.
it's
as the
saber
three of
cannon.
you are on the roof, seeing as Shogun looking around,
My phone doesn't fit in there.
he stops for a moment and stares at the ground. He walks over and jumps off the roof on the other side.
Suicidal.
Wait, on the town side?
Yes.
Not very good at it.
It's a one-story building.
But
Not
you
very
hear
good
a
at it.
I'll have Omega ask the others. It looks like he's leaving here. Are we gonna fight him now or not?
He's walking further into town.
He's walking into town. Do I see something change
No, I don't do that. I don't do that.
on the monitor?
Yes.
What
It's
changes?
calmer now.
More calm.
We go now.
All right.
So are we attacking him?
Yep.
Yeah. I would like to roll attack from ambush with my sniper.
Okay.
Oh, this is such a
No, hold up. We can talk this out,
Is your
guys.
sniper powered?
It will be.
We can talk
It
this
is not.
out.
Wait,
However,
so
if
do
I roll,
I hear the we're
take up
attacking
arms,
him?
I can make my attacks powered.
It can be. I can give you the lightning rod to electrify the bullets as they come
That's
out.
not
and
how
make
this
it
works.
effect- It's how it did work.
I have abilities to make my attacks
No.
powered.
The
I don't
first time we
need
used it.
assistance.
So I
You let me do that
hear
the
the
first
we
time I
go
used it.
now in reference to we're attacking him. No, that's a bad
Take it.
idea.
For me,
that's a bad idea. Don't attack him. Very bad idea. So the suit of armor he's wearing isn't UEG. It came directly from President Boyle.
Well, I've already attacked.
There was no delay.
So what'd you get?
So there was no
12.
delay. I'm saying, can I?
She asked the question. Yeah, Constance waited about 3 seconds, and then we're like,
There was
We're
3
going
seconds
now.
of waiting before anyone said anything.
No, I
Hmm.
oh boy.
Yeah.
important question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just roll swift to try to get down there as fast as I can?
Yeah.
Like, no longer caring about hiding anymore, just trying to get down there as fast as I can.
Okay.
Because Mason still thinks we can talk. He can at least try and talk it out.
So I rolled a 7 on take up arms, and I needed a 10 to make my attack powered. However, I am just going to burn my tokens
Ooh.
to.
Did you not roll attack from ambush?
I did. I have to then roll or take up arms to use a move to make my attack
Right.
powered.
Right.
The 12 was the attack on ambush from ambush.
Hey, Patrick, very important question.
Mhm.
Last season I had essentially the thumb drive that had a Zax program in it to pull off and interact with information outside the bunker.
Mhm.
I still have that on me, right?
Correct.
Is there a way I can plug that into the system that's currently monitoring Shogun?
Yes.
I'm gonna do that. When I hear their attack, I'm like, okay, well, we're going for it.
So first, yours happens first.
Okay.
You just uploaded a version of Zax to the UEG system. The UEG system. I want you to be aware of what you just did. It's done.
It's. I thought it was pulling information off the thing
No, you had a version of Zax.
that now has access to all UEG information. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that I can.
You know
still
what
interact
else
with him?
has access to all of Zax's information? The UEG. Both work together.
But they shouldn't be able to access the information Zax has because that's in the bunker. And this Zax isn't in the bunker, and
But
those
he
two can't
was.
interact.
They can't interact, no. But all the information he had before he was removed. from
I
the
mean,
bunker.
if that's the
But-
case, then that would have already happened because he
Yeah.
plugged the same thing into a UEG laptop.
Not the same. This is a direct connection to the UEG. That is merely a thing that had UEG files on it that someone was using to virtually connect through the
Okay.
UEG laptop. That was stealing information. This is uploading information.
But still, wouldn't all the information Zax have
It's
be
kind of-
restricted?
complicated.
But anything Zax would have access to would be restricted to only I could access it.
I'm assuming
Still.
it would be corrupted on his end.
Technically, yes. There's,
Yeah, I mean,
there's
there
certain
is-
ways around them getting any information. Yeah.
But it would be difficult for them to get anything
Yeah.
from Zax. Okay.
Yeah.
But
So-
also, I could tell Zax, hey, can you hit a Control-Alt-Delete for me?
This is merely to monitor.
But no, but now he's in the UEG system, so I can just ask him to hit a Control-Alt-Delete in the system. Yeah.
Rogue 11 is not connected to the system.
No, I was just saying, like, the whole system in general. Can we just
Not
Control-Alt-Delete
from this.
all of...
Do I hear all of this over the
But
comms?
first,
Right.
describe what happens as you do so.
Yeah, so I am going.
You do immediately become visible.
Yeah, I'm gonna crouch down on the roof and I'm waiting for the call. I'm waiting for what to do here. He says, "We go." I take the shot. The bullet flies down, hits him in the back where his helmet connects to the base of his neck. And yeah, I do 24 power damage.
Okay.
Holy shit.
How did you do that much?
Well, I have attack from ambush as an advanced skill. If I roll a 12 plus, I get ×2 damage. The sniper does 4 damage. I get attack from ambush. I have 2 abilities that give me +2 damage. I also give me another +2 damage if I roll a 10 plus on take up arms.
So 24 damage.
Yes.
Empowered because of your fancy thing.
Yes.
Okay. And Shogun it falls to the ground. As you are now visible. You immediately rush off.
Do I still need to roll Swift?
You already rolled.
I have not.
Roll, yes.
Just pure Swift?
Mhm.
That's a 12.
Yeah.
And that's a token.
Yeah, you're no longer invisible though,
He's just Speedy Gonzalez.
because you are choosing to. But you are
Well,
running.
I'd figure everyone on the ground would pay more attention to the person that just shot the guy
Yes.
than the person running towards the guy looking like he's trying to help.
Yes.
Do I see anything change on the monitor for brain activity?
You see it flatline,
Oh,
and then about 5 seconds later,
goes back to normal?
yes.
I'm gonna reposition on the roof, one behind
No,
one of the boxes,
no.
and
Hey,
start
yeah, no,
reactivating my
he
suit.
blacked out for like a quarter of a second.
You hear like as the suit effectively forces his body up. But you hear grunts of pain.
There's a guy in there.
Hey, yeah.
There's always been a guy in there.
It was all, yeah.
And he turns around. The sword is glowing a bright blood red. The suit has these maroon lines running through it, bright. As he looks up at the roof.
Hey, guys, whatever you just did, the
I want everyone to roll
maximum...
swift.
Hey, guys, whatever you just did, the maximum amount of effect it had, he blacked out for a quarter of a second.
Just pure Swift?
Yes, this is effectively initiative.
8.
Do I need to roll that? Because I'm
Yes.
still in the... Oh,
7.
no fun.
Hey.
Yes.
6,
8.
11. It's just pure Swift roll, right?
Yes.
Being 11.
Do you have a bonus?
Me? I rolled 5 on the dice, +2 from Swift.
Okay, then you can go first. Before me.
What'd you roll?
6, but a +1.
Zax, does Rogue 11 have an Omega class program in its brain?
No.
No.
Mega has something else. No. Rogue 11 has something else.
What's he got?
Those files are locked.
I was like, can you unlock them?
It will take time.
How long?
I I do not.
Rather than work on that, try and find out how to permanently disable him.
I already asked about accessing it. He said it's not connected to the network, so that's not an option from here.
All right.
So-
Also, hey, Zax, while you're in there, can you just wreak havoc on the UEG system as much as you can in general? Just make, classic
me a
cyber
moment.
attack.
Give me a few moments. That's what you're doing.
Yes.
Also, Zax, if you could pull any files on the assurance out of there without destroying them, that
I
would
can
be
only
nice.
do one thing. What would you like?
I'm giving you priority lists, Wreak havoc. If you can, don't destroy files on the assurance and pull them out.
So that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Shogun. As he is staring up at the roof where Rogue X is very visible now.
Yeah. He would catch sight of me retreating to cover, as I said before, but yeah.
He caught sight of you as you
Yeah. I
were
assumed he
running
would.
to the other side. And you hear these painful grunts as he runs over, leaps. The roof cracks as he lands and holds his sword out to you. I need you to roll dodge.
Hey, translation, if you fail, it's going to kill you.
No.
11.
Mostly dead.
You'll only be mostly dead, sorry.
Buddy, she dodges like every.
So you can choose an extra effect. You always take 1 minus harm. But you can choose an extra effect. You take 2 minus harm instead of 1. You get the advantage, +1 forward to yourself, +1 on your next roll, or the enemy is where you want them.
Yeah, I think I'll take less harm.
Okay, so you take 2 less harm. As Shogun rushes over and slashes at you, getting you slightly in the chest, as you see the sword slice through your armor like butter.
Makes
It's a
sense.
long gash. You take 2 harm.
With the
With the mines.
But your armor did
That
nothing.
includes the mines. The armor does nothing.
yeah, I assume so.
For 2 reasons. I will not say what they are. No, I want to say what they are. 1 is because it's power. 2 is because his power is to cut through anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or he can cause his sword to cut through anything.
Yeah.
Oh.
You gave him severance, you bastard.
No, it's literally.
So now it's my turn.
Can you move faster than anything?
Yeah.
Well, considering the fact he ran a very long distance in a short amount of time and jumped like 2 stories.
Yeah.
Someone
Really didn't
design
expect him to be able to cover that
power-wise.
distance in a single round, but yeah. So I would like to take
why'd
a
you
step
keep
back.
I just like looking at you.
Makes you
Um,
nervous.
I do. You.
Yeah, and then I will activate the invisibility suit again, and roll to relocate to where he can't find me.
Make a hyper reroll. For you, Archibald, I want you to be aware
Oh no.
all of the Cabal bases are now under red alert. The Shogun base is under attack.
Is he aware of any of the cyber shenanigans I'm currently pulling?
Not at the moment.
yet. Okay. Can I be one of those?
That's a 13.
It's empty. Yeah, I got another.
Where do you move on the roof?
I'm gonna move to
You're gonna
uh,
have those.
my left, about
do I?
3 feet away from the
There's
edge of
like
the
a
roof,
one.
Okay.
and I assume I cannot
Is it white
also
powder?
attack in this turn. I assume
Is
that's
it white
I figured.
powder?
Your turn.
My turn.
You're on the ground.
I'm on the ground.
You're not exactly you didn't get to go all the way over to Shogun, even though you did make a very high roll. So you're still by the base. What would you like to do?
Shit. Can't do that. I need more tokens. So I need to roll something that'll give me more tokens. But the issue is,
Or you can roll your power if that's what you're trying to do.
I still think we can get out of this without resorting to that.
Right now?
We have already resorted to it.
We
To u-
resorted
to use
everything but
power.
your power.
Oh,
I still think we can get out of this without resorting to it.
Nah. You think that currently?
yeah, we're chilling.
I want to at least
Someone has a gash to their,
Right.
their chest.
It's fine.
What would you like to do? You are visible. All the soldiers around you do see you. But currently, half of them are trying to get on the roof.
I mean, I can try and keep them from getting on the roof.
There is nothing you can do that can distract them away from what they're trying to do right now. I'm just gonna say that now.
You might be able to take like the last guy who's like running to the building. Kill him. So without the others noticing.
I was thinking of at least trying to like roll influence their actions to get them to focus on something else.
Nah,
You
I'm not
won't
gonna
let me.
allow that.
Makes sense.
What
Become
about
four.
influence their actions to distract Shogun?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir. A random invisible sniper shot
Shogun.
Shogun, got him down, and you expect to be able to distract
I doubt
any of them?
Shogun. He just self-res.
If I roll high enough,
No,
If
that
you
was
attack them
not a
powerfully
self
enough.
res.
Yeah, it was.
No,
I would have to.
that's
He's
brain
time to
activity.
do that.
That's he's
No,
unconscious for a
you
quarter
have
of a
a
second.
weapon.
I
killed
have
him
a
and he
single 9
No,
millimeter
and also,
pistol.
even if it was
And
he
you
was
have
dead,
a
that
weapon
wasn't
that
a
shoots
self-res.
lightning.
I do have that.
recovered. Chain lightning these idiots.
So, what would you like to do, Mason?
Lightning bolt would be a good distraction.
Yeah, but then I'd probably kill someone.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no. Did you read the specs I sent you?
No, I didn't.
It's not designed to kill you.
No, it's not.
He's very much happy right now.
We're fighting Shogun.
Did you text them to me?
Oh, I sent it to you on Messenger. I can text it to you.
Oh, I can look at it in Messenger. I just didn't know how you sent it to me.
Does it incapacitate?
No, it does.
What
There it is.
Basically,
what exactly does sniper say? Like, give me all the little things it says.
For harm, far.
That's it. That means you can't use it up close.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch weapons.
Just had to clarify that.
Yeah.
Because far, it is significantly less effective with how close he is.
I really didn't expect him to make this
How-
much distance in one moment.
Ryan, you know who he's
Would it chain?
He was like,
Patrick.
he was
If I
a long
shot
way
one
away.
dude with
Right,
it in
you
the
know
middle
who
of all
he's
the
facing?
other dudes, would it chain
sniper
the other
shot
guys?
Potentially.
Yeah.
Electricity.
Depends on how you roll.
He was also 2 stories lower. He jumped 2 stories.
The issue is it's plus cognition. I have a 1 to cognition.
It's still a one-story building, but he was a decent distance away from the one-story building.
Yeah.
I have a guess as to his
That's better
power,
than
and
your
I'm not
spear.
enjoying this specific.
It's because he's
guess.
not just a super soldier. He is the super soldier.
Yeah.
He's the one all others wish they were. What a session you return to, guys.
Hey, we did say Shogun's power, like the person was connected to Maroon, right?
Is
Not
Nolan
just
still
the armor.
downstairs?
The armor is connected to Maroon.
Do we know what
Yes.
Is he
his
still
power
downstairs?
is?
Blood red.
Blood red power.
He's still downstairs, correct? Okay. I know what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
He knows a lot more about this than me.
Mm-hmm.
He knows a lot more about Shogun than me.
Mm-hmm.
I am fucking useless in combat.
Yes, you are. Are you gonna give it to Nolan and let him do it?
No. I'm going to perform mid-combat reconnaissance because no one will be paying attention to me.
That is a smart idea. That's what I would have done if I were you.
Unfortunately, you're the muscle.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not him. That's why I'm shooting.
Actually,
I am going to.
you're the damage. He's the muscle.
I'm 24
What's
damage.
what's he
in one
like? What's he
turn.
like sitting there like? Is he like
He's still he's has to do his job, so he is trying to get out, but
I'm going to, because everyone's, I'm assuming there was no one in the building besides him, right?
there were 3 other people.
Because everyone's rushing out of the building, I'm just going to run
Stick
over.
my leg out and trip him.
But
I'm going to run over, put my hand on his shoulder, and just take him into the building.
Okay, hello. You have a few seconds.
I didn't think I'd get this far. I thought I'd be stopped.
You were
legitimately.
right next to the building, sir.
Yeah, I know, but I thought someone would stop me from trying to take a soldier into the building.
They don't know what's going on, man.
Yeah,
Half of them are
Shogun shouldn't fall on the ground and shouldn't scream in pain, grunt in pain.
Yeah, still. That's still more than they've seen before.
They've actually probably never heard him make a sound.
Yeah, I wouldn't be running towards him if I'm gonna be honest. If I were them,
Can we convince him to stop?
Shogun?
Do you know anything about him?
It's effectively a mindless goon. As far as I know.
I was waiting for you to look at me.
What are you looking at?
That's above my
He's
pay grade.
effectively a mindless goon, and I was like,
The joke's not funny when you point it out.
but what if he's not?
I don't know. I know he used to be someone.
Cool. And I guess I'm going to use the last of my turn to... I'm assuming you mentioned you were in his room, right?
I didn't mention where I was.
Yes.
You did?
I never mentioned where I was. I said I was going to look for something that had monitoring capabilities.
Could one, make a quick assumption which room
Based
this
on
is?
where all the wires are coming from.
Use the last of my turn, effectively, to go in there.
Constance.
I am going to
Are you
extend a
telling
fate
me you're
point to
putting-
give myself a 12 on cognition
I'm going
so
to
that
try
I
to
can slap the
communicate.
power negating bracelet on his wrist.
Because there's
No,
likely
are you telling me
Okay.
you're coming into
Did
the
you
room?
go cognition?
Or am I
roll?
going to shoot
No,
you
I
in
did
the
not
face
fail.
when I hear
I'm
someone
just
running into the room?
preemptively using it because I'm not.
This is an
I'm
important
not
detail.
risking.
Wait, what do you use?
He doesn't know
Realize
if you're
you
in the
can
room.
use a fate point after, right? After you roll.
Well, I told them I was
can't
looking
lose
for
nothing by
monitoring
rolling.
room.
Okay,
Oh,
sure.
yeah, then he'd probably mention that he's going on.
Okay, cool. Because
Yeah.
am I about to
Okay.
shoot you in the face when I see a person can run
So,
into this room?
Constance is using a fate point to get the power negating bracelet on Shogun's wrist.
On a 10 plus, the negator works as intended, locking onto the target's wrist and blocking use of their powers.
Okay. So
Um,
you rush over.
can I say something?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to say to Constance, it's very high likelihood that his armor is keeping him alive. If you can bust up his armor, I could probably take him down for good.
Gotcha.
Alfonso, if you can keep people from making it to the roof, we'll isolate this fight as best we can.
I don't think I can do that at the current moment.
You might have to use your powers, sir. Just keep
can't.
that in mind.
There's always later.
Yeah,
No,
fate
no,
point's
no.
been used.
That means he can't change that.
I can't change the fact that the...
Constance has placed the bracelet on him.
So no matter what I do, the bracelet would always have been placed on him.
Yes.
No matter how he tries to manipulate the story, that has to happen. Regardless of why it happens.
Okay.
So he can make it to a rogue never shot,
Yes.
but Constance just like jumped him while he was still on the roof to get
Yes.
the thing on there.
Slipped it on his wrist without noticing, whatever, yeah.
Okay.
Which would arguably put us in a much better position.
If it works.
If it...
So,
Functions.
describe what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I
As-
haven't really moved position ever since he left. Shogun left. But the moment he jumps back up on the roof, Constance just kind of like right there, and he's like,
It's a bracelet. But...
yeah, I mean, I imagine it is, yeah, like a,
So it's kind of like it hooks on. Kind of like that. Okay, so you rush over.
Pretty much.
It, as you're doing that, it effectively appears. You appear.
Yes.
As it, the sword. Power deactivates.
Great.
like that.
Yeah.
Is the armor still active or? did
Yes.
Okay.
Boys. Those on the roof make a discern intention.
That's 12.
11.
But you rolled a 12.
Yeah.
5.
Can I make a discern intentions roll
No.
off of
Oh, you
vibes
love that.
alone?
Bro,
Yes.
Shogun doesn't know where he is.
Do we see that on the monitor? Like something drastically changed. What happens?
It appears, based on what you can see, stressed.
Oh, baby, it's my time to shine.
I'm not gonna say anything about that for now.
My nice tray over.
I'll leave that for later.
Okay.
I still want his armor busted up.
Is it bad?
Now you're
Hey, whatever you did, you just hit a reset button. Up there.
so everyone now knows that.
Whatever you did, you hit a reset button.
Is that good?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a self-destruct attached to that button,
So
but
were
you hit the
also-
button.
Can I, even though it's his turn, can I say something to him?
Yeah.
Is there like a comms for him? Can we talk to him from here?
Working on it.
Fucking what use you want?
Well, hey, do you want to take it over?
We fight him now. We talk with him later.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to take
He's
this over.
thinking now.
So is everyone else we've killed. We fight him now. We talk with him later.
Hey, John, I'm making the computer stuff your job. I'm gonna break.
God damn it.
We can't take it.
Can I
We can't be indecisive.
Can I break the case?
You can try.
Well, assuming
I'm
you know,
being indecisive.
I don't mind making noise right now, and I do have firearms on me. Does that look like something that will break the glass on the case?
Probably.
Great. Do I need to make an attack roll to shoot the glass?
Just make brawn.
Just a brawn.
Hey, that's
Why is every woman always puts?
hey toots.
You need a different name.
Hey puts.
No.
Smuts.
Catherine.
How about Angelica?
It's Dane.
There we go. Anyway,
Yeah, so in my hurry to try and break open the case to get a feasible
be
weapon,
wilded.
when I turn and shoot, I hit like the metal corner of the thing, and absolutely nothing happens.
that's about it.
No, just like tink. Just
Fake is gonna fake.
And now
For me,
it's
I'm
Shogun
just gonna shake it off.
who proceeds. So Shogun's turn. You have placed the handcuffs on him. He's looking around, grabs his helmet. You see he's trying to take it off, but it's not. He's just kind of swinging wildly.
Whoa.
But he does not hit you. But that is all he does his turn.
My turn.
Now it's your turn.
I'm gonna deal with the people coming up to the roof. You deal with Shogun.
Okay.
I'm gonna. How many entrances are there to the roof?
They have to climb onto the roof.
but
The
there's
same
no
way
like
we did.
entryway.
Like how many ways up? Like how many ladders are
So
there?
there's not like a staircase on the roof.
No,
Or
people
from
aren't
into the
supposed to be up here.
Oh. Okay. Great. Is
Oh, that does make things worse for them.
where?
You go and take one.
Where are they attempting to
Yeah.
get
I
earlier.
already given
Because
one.
you
Oh,
mentioned
you
they were
already
going
gave
into
Are they
the
doing
building.
like
No, I
the,
did.
Are they doing like a zombie horde thing where they're
He
just
said
kind of
that.
like pyramiding off of each other?
So yeah, I
same
think I
way
need some
you got
information about.
Trying,
Oh,
climbing your way up.
I thought it would be really funny though if they
Okay.
just like pyramided themselves.
They actually all were trained as cheerleaders.
Are they climbing like from the front of the building up?
Just
Or
various parts.
okay,
World War Z. in
where
it.
are most of them climbing?
The back of it.
Okay. Are they all climbing? Like, how many of them are currently climbing up the building?
3.
302.
Okay.
At least one.
Yeah, I'm going
It's
to
an
roll
infinite number.
attack from ambush. And I'm going to switch weapons to the UEG machine gun.
Okay.
And I am going to try and shoot as many of them as I can.
Let me find.
A neat little
The
tactic
assault
in the
rifle
business
has
called
3
spray
harm.
and pray.
Far, area, loud, and reload. So, roll. With the area, you will hit all 3 of them.
Does
Great.
the area mean you can
Uh,
split the damage between the targets?
Yes, you would split the damage. So it does 3 harm. So you would do 1, 2, 3.
So 12 plus
But would they
3,
fall
15,
off whatever they were climbing?
17. 17.
To hit?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
17.
yeah. I am going to use the ability from advanced attack from ambush, which allows me to relocate and not have them know where I am. Thematically, I'm
Were
just
you
going to
rolling attack from ambush?
Yes, because I'm invisible.
Right, right.
So thematically, I'm gonna shoot down at them, reactivate the suit, and relocate.
So you don't kill any of them
I should.
because no, because 3 harm
Plus the 4 from attack from ambush.
area means you spread them out between them.
Yes.
But plus for so there's 7 total.
That
Yeah.
you spread amongst them.
Yeah, and then I'm going to.
It doesn't do 7 to each of them.
I know, but I'm not done adding damage.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I get another 2 from the move, and another 2 if I spend a token, which I will spend the token that I got from attack on ambush on. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage that I'm splitting between the 3 of them, which is roughly 4 per person, 3 to 1.
So that would kill it. So
And then I relocate by returning invisible again.
Mason, what are you
Yes.
doing?
Ah,
Based on comms, they're not. I don't know. You're not sure if they're trying to kill him anymore.
is there?
I'd be careful about climbing up to the roof right now.
Wait, is there anything in this room that looks like it's a way to communicate with him, like
No.
verbally? Nothing.
No.
Did you tell me Zach was plugged in?
I don't think I did.
No.
I said you do computers, and I am pretty sure Zach's. If I said you do computers, I'm pretty sure Zach's would be like, "Oh, hey, that's me, by the way."
Yeah. So you know.
Zax, can you link my comm with whatever auditory thing is in his helmet, if anything?
Let me see. He is not directly connected, but his suit is.
I just need a way to talk to him.
Could you turn off the suit?
Doesn't work remotely.
Is there a manual switch? Sorry, I'm not asking computer questions.
Yes.
I can talk to him?
Yes.
Link me in, baby.
You're linked.
All right.
All right.
Probably freaks out even more.
Alright, buddy,
Influence their
sun's getting real
actions.
low.
Rolling that bad boy.
Are you rolling? Sun's getting real low.
And it's getting real low, big boy.
Do the Spider-Man thing. Just tell him a joke. Did you know about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
funny.
It's the plan, man.
Trying to think of what to say to him.
You could either tell him we're friends, or you are a friend, or what else I would do to him would be
Kill yourself.
just try and get information you think would be useful to then talk him out of it later. Because we currently don't know where this guy's head is at.
Hey, buddy.
I'm just gonna
Sun's
stay over
getting
the.
real low.
I'm gonna stay over the comms.
Crazy.
Let's stay over the comms. I got it. I got the perfect thing. Because you said he seems like he doesn't know where he is anymore, and he said that the comms make it look like he's confused about everything and anything. Just gonna say over my direct link to him.
Only Shogun can hear us.
We can help you get back to who you once were, only if you'll let us. I'm assuming roll influence their actions.
Fair.
Would that be considered a lie? I'm not intentionally lying, and I genuinely think I could.
No.
Okay.
If you believe it, then no.
Yeah.
He just gets better if he's lying.
Ooh,
Fuck.
that's bad.
I'm gonna spend a fate.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I rolled a 3 on the dice, plus 3 from influence to actions, and a 6.
I
I
want to
have
clarify.
2 tokens.
You guys don't get those back. You can maybe get 1 back through improvements.
This is
I would try 2
You should
tokens
apply.
here, or a token to make it a partial
He
success.
doesn't have any tokens.
He has
I
2.
have 2.
Too.
this is I don't know. This is against Shogun, a member of the Cabal.
This guy can cut through literally anything.
Not right now.
And well, we saw since The
No,
power
he doesn't
dampening
know that.
bracelet. Him being able to cut through anything is him, not the suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The suit is active. He is not.
I think it's worth a fate point.
I'm gonna burn a fate point.
How many do you have?
Wait,
Is that your
I've-
first one?
Yes.
Okay.
to clarify though, Mason wouldn't know he has the power hand.
Yeah, one.
The bracelet. He wouldn't know that was on him. All you would hear was
Yeah.
me
No one's
thinking,
aware.
whatever you take, you know, he said.
Yeah.
So they did something you don't know he doesn't have his power right now.
All I know is he's confused and he seems more coherent than he was.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to talk. I will. I'll burn the fate point.
Okay. So, you two see. You know that he got a link to Shogun. That's it. You don't know what was said, but Shogun.
Yeah.
My turn.
It's your turn. You're not sure how Shogun's gonna is reading.
I'm assuming that wouldn't give me a token since I used a fate point. Okay. I don't know.
He seems to be calming down somewhat.
Okay. Okay. Can I? I want to just kind of like slowly reach out and grab his sword, just kind of see if there's any give in his hand.
He lets go. Alright. For the purposes of this, combat is now over.
Okay.
Aren't there more guards?
I'm gonna continue shooting
They
the
won't.
guards.
There won't be shortly.
We're just assuming Rogue is one shot killing everything.
I am going to walk to the other side of the building with the sword. Let Shogun sort of.
But before you start to move, Shogun slowly turns and walks over to the edge. Looks down. You see the soldier start growing up. You see him look down. Go!
Oh damn.
You just. And they all run.
Do we get to see vitals on them?
No.
Ah.
I am then immediately having Zax turn off any sort
I
of
will
tracking
point
on
out,
this
you do
man.
see Nolan run with them.
I did not register a single word you just said.
I said I'm having Zax disable any form of tracking the suit has.
Oh yeah, that is very much not what I thought I heard you say.
What'd you think I said? Say
Very-
it. Say it. Say
No.
Say
it.
it.
I want to hear it.
Do it.
I
wanna
don't.
hear it.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah. With no more guards, without having to deal with more
And-
guards.
Shogun just turns around and
Sits.
kind of collapses as he sits down.
I'm gonna make my way over to Shogun. I'm gonna turn visible and look to Constance to try and like gauge. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. And then
Guys.
yeah, I'm gonna kneel down in front of Shogun.
Do we know what's happening?
I said I could talk it out if you'd let me. But no. Oh, that wouldn't work.
Is Shogun
Ah.
hearing this?
No.
Okay.
Turn off
Just to
comms.
Turn off comms.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, Shogun's not hearing. I said I could talk it out if you guys let me, but no.
Who are you?
Shogun.
Do you remember anything from before being Shogun?
I am Shogun.
Do you remember anything before the UEG?
You see he reaches down into a small pouch on his side. He pulls out a somewhat long, a small ribbon, little sun medallion at the end of it. This is mine. This was mine. I missed something. He just grips it in his hand. I don't know. What have I done?
It seems like you were being mind controlled by an evil government. Do you want us to get the suit off of you?
You can?
Probably, Constance.
Only Furon can.
We can sure as hell try.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Smashing things is your specialty.
It is.
Will he be okay if you take the suit off of him?
So,
He
can you
seems to want it
describe
off.
to me Shogun's sword? I know it's not currently powered by
It
him.
visually looks like a katana, but the hilt and the blade are very tech based.
I also imagine it's large.
Very large.
So like an adachi in my hands. Gotcha. Alright. I'm gonna try something here, alright? I don't mean anything by this. He's going to use the flat of the blade and, hopefully this does something. But he doesn't want to cut through Shogun's head, but he is going to see if this sword is still capable of anything. Yeah, he's going to bonk him on the head and see what it does to the helmet. 15.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right, well, let me try and pry it off then.
Hey, if you got hey Zach, have you got the files on that suit of armor yet? Like Zach's doesn't.
That was the response. Static.
Not great.
No bueno.
9. My spin attack going to make it a 10. I'm with his help, as he's tried already. I'm going to kind of like clamber up around his neck and
Try.
Try and yank the helmet off.
Yeah.
You hear a slight snap, like. But then, as you're doing that, you see Shogun. You just hear heavy breathing.
Are you okay?
Do we see anything?
Do I hear him heavily breathe?
Yeah.
Or
do I-
do we see anything on the brain monitor?
Stress.
Is it still to clarify? Is that thing still functioning?
Yes.
You okay over there?
The threat has been dealt with. Understood. Furon is coming.
Which means we need to leave.
If I am not here, it will be bad. If he sees this, it will be bad.
Right.
The helmet?
The
the bracelet. Yeah.
Can I?
So you're still you, huh?
clarify your question. Exactly what that is.
You're not remind controlled again?
Once it is removed, I will return to.
Yeah, we can't.
But you have full control over your own actions at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only if you're on.
If I am not here, it will be bad.
Right. Bad for who?
Everyone. Yes.
Have I gotten the case open yet at this point?
No.
No. Can I try shooting it again?
Sure.
Yeah.
Does a sword.
Oh, my stuff.
So he supplies his own power through the sword.
Ha! That was a 10.
It does not
It-
innately possess.
The effectively the sword focuses his power,
Okay.
whatever it truly is. I will clarify. His power is not to make the sword cut through anything, but with the sword and his power together, it can cut through anything.
I see.
Yes?
I got a 10.
You break. Throughout the whole base.
It's all mine.
Okay.
It's all mine now.
So we can't let UEG gain control of you again. I don't know if we have the ability to.
I cannot go with you.
Zax.
Yeah.
They will know where I am.
All right. So here's I think the options we have. One, who's Furon bringing? Is it just him and a group of soldiers?
And Pierce.
Okay. How many soldiers do you know?
Furon's squadrons.
Okay. That Pierce's or Furon's main base? No, he has 5 squadrons.
Isn't Earhart main base?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, he has
Wouldn't
5
count himself.
squadrons, which
And-
means
One squadron is 12 men.
yeah, so 30 people, and Pierce and Furon. That's a hard fight. Would you be willing to fight them?
Furon has ways to neutralize me.
Assume we can take out Furon.
Then I will be neutralized.
Okay. Alternative option. Do you want to continue working with them?
I do not. I do not.
Would being dead be a better alternative?
I need to find someone.
Who?
There's someone I do not remember.
We don't have a lot of time here, and if they come back, if they're going to get control of you again, I don't know if we'll be able to break you out of their control again. If you can remember who this is, I could promise to find them and do
I
what you
can't.
want for them.
There is someone, but I do not know.
Is Zax still operational downstairs? No?
All right.
All you hear is static. On the
I'm
wire.
going to attempt to kill the system and rip out the USB.
I don't think
Is it?
that we have the ability to permanently kill you, but with your ability, you might be able to.
Try and corrupt the data somehow.
If they come back, they are likely to get a hold of you, and we're going to have to kill Huron to stop them, which means this is probably the last chance you're going to be lucid. I'll do whatever you ask as a final request, but we can't let them have control of you again.
He will hand you the ribbon.
I'll take it.
Whoever it is will know.
Constance,
I-
will you promise as well?
Yeah.
Am I up on the roof by this point? Could I have gotten up there to?
Yeah.
I'm assuming I never uninvisible myself because of what was happening, so I will uninvisible myself and be like,
Is his armor
Fine.
truly impervious?
No.
I mean, you started to take it off.
Do you have another option?
We could
Shogun,
try something.
is it the
Try it
armor
quickly,
that
then.
controls you or the power you possess?
There is something else inside. My mind.
Constance will level the blade of his sword between the plates of armor that connect his helmet to his neck. Are you ready?
I have a single idea that might.
Can I roll here?
It will not go through without his help.
Yeah. He needs to be the one
I
to
say
kill
do it.
himself.
Oh, okay.
You do see several UEG cars rushing in this direction.
Patrick.
Yes.
Hand him the sword.
Wait, are we?
Could I?
You're killing us, though.
Theoretically.
Mm-hmm.
We can't do it.
Yeah. I can
We'll find out.
by some grace of God, roll high enough.
Mm-hmm.
Make it to where when the power dampener was put on, the mind control malfunctioned and stopped working completely.
Are you rolling your power?
I am heftily considering.
Personally,
You
if you're
can
doing
make
that,
that happen.
if you're doing that, it would make more sense for you to make it to where Zax was able to succeed and get out of the system. Where Zax is still functioning, essentially, and was
Perfect.
able to get into all of the files, including what is controlling Shogun.
And effectively shut it down.
His would be a better solution. That would be a better long-term solution.
His
but-
is an immediate.
His would work more quickly.
Yeah.
Would you like to roll, Mason?
Would you like to roll, my son?
I mean, if it fucks up, then I could, fate point.
2 things occurred. You cannot use fate point on this.
Okay.
Because your power is changing things.
What 2 things occurred?
2 things that you cannot change: him putting the bracelet on and you talking to him.
That's not what I'm wanting to change.
I'm just clarifying. There are 2 things that are set in stone.
No matter what you change, they will always happen.
Can I change 2 things at the same time?
You can change many things at the same time.
If you're going to be changing things and it doesn't affect the difficulty, could you make it to where I took less harm? I took 2 harm.
You're fine.
I know, but like if,
If
you're going
if
to
he
be
does
doing
things a
it,
certain way, no harm will have been taken.
okay.
Well, and also, if he can change multiple things at once, he can do the thing with his axe and with the
Yeah,
control malfunction
I
in
will
the same action,
determine how much he can change
based off of
based
the roll.
on
Okay.
how things play out.
I got you.
I don't like having harm.
I don't like things relying on a single roll of the dice.
In
Yes.
for a penny, out for a
Roll.
pound. Come on, do it!
You always have fate point.
He
He
can't
cannot
spend
use
them
them
on
on this.
Yeah,
Oh,
specifically on this.
Weird.
I'm assessing the crowd. Could I make the roll?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. This is a dice game after all.
It's a 7 on the dice.
Failure.
Okay.
There is, according to the system Patrick set up, a detriment I get to pick. And one of the detriments is I take 1 harm.
Because of how your power works, I only allow certain ones to be picked.
Okay.
So you can pick through of these.
You have let me pick the 1 harm before.
There is an unintended consequence. The intended effect is weakened. It draws unwanted attention, or a terrible side effect. Those are the ones I will allow for this roll. Sorry, you
Archibald
haven't. Sorry, you
has
haven't
an
gotten.
unfortunate accident.
Sorry, you haven't gotten to do much.
No, that's okay. This is
I am.
Entertaining to watch.
I don't want. What were the options again?
The intended effect is weakened. It draws unwanted attention or a terrible side effect.
Okay, this is for me personally, but please pick that it draws unwanted attention. I want to see what happens.
That's the only
like the best
reasonable
choice.
best
I
option.
want the side effect.
You
An
are a
unfortunate
masochist.
side effect.
You're
Do I get to pick who the side effect affects?
No.
Yeah, fuck
That's
you
a-
in
no, no, no.
particular.
I'm gonna pick Archibald.
Archibald just having a heart attack.
The issue is, if I pick an
give him a heart
unfortunate
attack.
side effect, Patrick's gonna make it as awful as possible.
Maybe.
Not as bad as if you failed. Imagine if you failed.
Barely. Well then again.
I can functionally, we could deal with unwanted attention
Oh, he can't take 1 harm. I assume he took
Yeah.
that off.
because it's
For this.
only happening.
That is
It's the best
option,
choice.
but I don't. It's the least interesting if you ask me.
This isn't a vote.
No. This is most certainly the most.
We have enough
interesting.
intrigue in this story right now.
It's okay. We'll have plenty of time later for the more interesting ones.
I can
Yeah.
assume one of 2 groups that it draws unwanted attention from.
And what are those?
That is, I'm not saying them because then you'll think of them.
Great.
Say them.
No.
The biggest jungle fruit clan.
Are you not letting me make the roll if I don't say
I
them?
just
JK,
really
if
want
you
to
will.
know.
Do you promise not to use it against me?
Yes.
He may have already thought of them.
Pinky promise.
No, do it on camera.
On camera.
It's the most sacred of vows.
On camera.
You know, I can think of at least 10 that are more sacred, but
Finish that clap,
The
Keegan.
biggest group that I think it could draw unwanted attention from that would be very unfortunate is in the Infinity Core.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or the other one, Consequences, but he already knows everything. So
Mhm.
him, it doesn't entirely matter. Or some unknown eldritch being I don't know about.
Honestly,
Biggest
I think
jungle.
the biggest problem would.
also entirely possible
You-
Mayor Myers.
Right.
Why are we guessing at problems?
Yeah, we
Oh,
should
because
stop.
it gives me more ideas. Go ahead.
You said you wouldn't.
But I think
I never said I would use yours
You know
against you. It might be against them.
I think it would be really funny if it was the Exalted Ones.
He's a genie
would be.
saying, "What did you expect?"
Monkey's paw.
It's the only
Yeah,
thing. It's
Consequences,
the
I'm not worried
safest option.
Yeah, Consequences we're not worried about. 'cause
Unwanted
you're not breaking
attention.
it.
Okay.
So he picked unwanted attention.
The paper and quill are in front of you.
Can I make a roll, Patrick? Can I
No.
make a very specific roll? As a different
Not at the moment.
character? Oh, want this to be at the moment.
The world freezes. The paper and quill before you. Cracked glass surrounds you. What do you change?
I distinctly, really quickly, want you to read out what it says.
What says?
The paper. I want to determine where I want to make my altercations.
That depends.
Alterations.
That depend. What it says depends on
Okay, so I'm just effectively
Well, so-
completely rewriting it.
the paper,
Yes.
because of what you were wanting to change. Starts from when he got shot.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
though, certain parts, the part of the bracelet being put on, and the part of you talking to him, appear to be circled.
I was just assuming they'd be written in like red ink.
No.
Or bold. Yeah,
Bold,
that's what I was going with. That's what I assumed.
I want to distinctly make 3 altercations.
Alteration.
Alterations.
Do the
no,
altercation.
please, no more
I can
altercations.
say whatever I want.
I mean, you
That's
can make
true.
3 altercations, just keep people punching each
But
other.
considering this is the legal document of the universe, perhaps be
I want to make
careful in your word
3
choice.
my I was going to use a big word that I was going to use incorrectly.
Alterations.
Altercations.
Shut it. I want to make 3 alterations.
Mhm.
Biggest one first. Well, technically 4, technically. I, instead of going to the roof with Constance, went into the surveillance room with Alfonso.
At the beginning.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the first one. Number 2.
Mm-hmm. You cannot affect yourself.
You could say have it so he said, "Hey, come here."
Yeah, he made me go with him.
Yes. And in a way, changing your power, not exactly, it must make sense
That
within the
would have
story.
made sense.
Effectively, if you want insert thing to happen, you must cause an effect. If it doesn't make sense for it happen within the story, then it cannot happen.
Okay.
Him calling you to go inside makes sense.
Because you're the research guy.
Therefore, that happened.
Archibald appearing out of nowhere.
So I can.
Does not.
May I could.
Well, he can't teleport. To be fair, Archibald
You know what?
can
I'm gonna mute
teleport.
everybody
Yep.
except you.
I'm gonna mute everybody. You don't get to go anymore. I pick what happens. Rogue.
Mhm.
Well, technically speaking, slightly different thing.
Hmm.
The power. Constance put the power dampener on him before Rogue managed to take the shot.
Okay, so when he was still on the roof.
Yes.
Okay,
So wait, did Rogue never go into the house now?
that still happened,
That still happens.
Okay. Okay.
but only Constance went on the roof, and Constance used the cuffs as he was on the roof with Shogun. Because even though you cannot change that it happened, you can change when.
While I was down there, I, got in the comms with him, did that because that has to happen.
Which would negate the harm you took.
Yes. Because you never shot him in the first
Should
place.
we conclude this before
No,
I
she
change
still
anything?
shot him.
What?
And
We conclude all of this before I change anything on my sheet.
this is a big one if you'll let it go. It's the thing I started this whole tirade on. Did I use that incorrectly too?
No, that was good.
Okay, the thing I started this whole tirade on. The
There is
power.
no writer.
My character is. The power dampener caused two things to occur, because I'm assuming his software, his suit, and his power were never meant to be dampened.
Mhm.
It caused the mind control to malfunction and the tracking to malfunction. Because power dampeners are
I'll let you go through all this
Big.
before I tell you whether what works and what does
'Kay.
not, or if everything works.
and we were able to get, this is a biggie, this one I'm trying to tack on at the end, there's like a hoo-hoo. We managed to get Zax in and out of their system before he got stuck.
Okay. So power dampener happened first,
Okay.
and then you got on comms.
Mhm.
When the power dampener got on, it shut down his tracking and whatever was mind controlling him.
Mhm.
And then Zach's got.
And Zax got in and out.
'Kay.
Okay. One of those cannot happen.
Which one? That is
Because
Oh,
the
you might want
only
that
way,
muted.
yes, the only way that you can communicate with Shogun is if Zax goes in. If Zax goes in, he cannot get out.
okay. That is agreeable.
Can we
But-
say we were
You hear
able to
that,
give?
Game Master? We agree.
Can we
but-
say we were able to give?
But
You have chosen you draw unwanted attention.
Question.
You're muted.
No, this is a question about what changed. Do I get to give like a last command to Zax before? Because of all the stuff is different, I'm not panicking. So would I still be present like around
Yes.
the computer? So I would get a little.
Yes.
Okay.
I understand.
So, you have chosen to draw unwanted attention.
Mhm.
Okay. That will not immediately come into effect. And the story continues. So we start at this new end.
I have a clarification.
Yes.
At what point would we have any way of knowing that the mind control is broken, like permanently?
I mean, I would.
Then,
yeah.
would they know?
Would we know?
I would.
You could have related.
Well,
I would have let you guys know that I would effectively, the moment I get back into that moment, I'll just, you guys would remember me communicating differently, and then all of a sudden, complete change of pace. I would effectively be like, things are different now. We're in a better place. We're in a better position.
Personally, given the current situation, I would have just gone with Zach's got the control taken care of. But
Okay, then I'm going
Yeah,
to
go
tell
for it.
Constance to wait on giving Shogun the sword then.
So we're effectively back to where we were, but no combat has taken place.
Okay.
Everything Shogun has said still occurred.
I'm assuming since no combat has taken place, we're not under like red alert.
No.
Because they don't assume.
None of the soldiers have left. They're still there.
Great. Okay.
You two are still invisible.
yes,
You two are not. But none of the soldiers are aware of what's happening on the roof.
Okay.
Also, because of the role, he cannot make sure you remember. You know he changed things. Action.
I guess am I still currently on with Zax? Has Zax been like,
Yes,
stuck
at
yet?
this point.
Okay. Hey Zax, if you can't get out, lock yourself down. Don't respond to anything and protect yourself. Don't let anything get any information.
Or you could just tell him to destroy all of his files, all of his like localized personal files.
That would kill Zax.
Yeah.
Would it
and-
kill all Zax or just that one?
No, this one.
Yeah, but there's no way Zax is going to do that.
Fair.
There's no
He
point in
values
giving
himself
that
too
campaign. there's no point. That is entirely Alfonso's thought processes. He knows Zax well enough to know there is absolutely no point to
I
giving
give
that
William
advice.
his information about us in the base specifically, and then lock down the rest.
Yeah, I
I
would
don't
say,
think Zax knows where this Zax wouldn't know where the base is. He couldn't give that information. So, but I could. Well,
just
I can't
have him
tell
delete
him.
like all information about us and then shut himself down.
Well, I can't have him delete all information about me. That's something I can't do.
Okay, and the others.
So I could have him delete all of their
So
information
you
on them.
make the order, and then soon after.
Yeah.
And now, back on the roof.
Right.
The
So
difference. There is one difference in what Shogun has said. Nothing about tracking. He
Okay.
will tell you this broke it.
Okay. Then we should probably, yeah. If they can't track us, then would you be willing to fight Furon with us?
Well, Furon's not coming.
Same question.
I can try.
I'm gonna just like really quick turn my tracking on. You're like, can you try something for me real quick?
What?
Who are you talking to?
Constance directly.
Okay.
You have to
Yeah.
clarify.
Talking to Constance directly. Take the dampener off.
That seems like a big move.
Trust me.
All right, John wants us to try something.
What?
John, did you?
Mason.
He says
you
we
do
take
it-
off the bracelet.
Mason, did you do a thing?
All right.
Well, you.
Get ready.
I'm
Be ready to
assuming
put
they'll
it
hear
back
him
on.
say, "Mason, did you do a thing?" And then me just go, "Shh."
You can assume Mason's changed something.
Yeah.
No. I
Still
think it-
concerned.
I'm just clarifying. You
Yeah.
you can assume.
Yeah.
How do I take off the bracelet?
I mean,
So currently, Constance
Because
Mike
it can't
is.
be easy enough for me to do. Because
feel like it'd
otherwise,
be like-
Easier for the person who put it on.
I feel like
to
it'd be
take it off.
biologically locked to the person who put it on to take it off.
Effectively, yes. That's more or less.
just so long as it's not a
works,
button
yeah.
that anybody can press.
Yeah. No, that's not true.
good thing to clarify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Otherwise,
Yeah. Yeah. For a second, I was like,
Would destroy the purpose, yeah.
I can't just unclick it, because then he could unclick it. Not just-
Do you?
nothing. I am still myself.
Okay. Good. All right.
And you pretend to not be yourself.
If you can't be tracked, you don't like the UEG, you're willing to fight back against them, and you're not currently controlled, then would you? Yeah. Then I assume we move forward with you as an ally against the other cabal.
Yes.
Okay. The question is, do we kill the guards here, or do we leave and just have them not know what happened with Shogun? Either way, I think we could probably kill the guards, and they could assume Shogun did it.
I'm gonna get on the comms. Like, either way, we probably don't have that much time. If they're very, very heavily monitoring Shogun here. So if we just broke the control circuit on him and it's malfunctioning, they're gonna know, and
Oh,
they're gonna
he-
be sending absolutely
I'm just
everything.
gonna say it right, sitting right next to him. My comm would be on with you guys. Oh yeah, they can't track him now anymore either. So
Yeah, but they
he
still
would
know
dis-
he was here.
Well, yeah,
They're sending everything. We gotta.
they
go.
would see that they can't control him anymore, and he's off of their maps.
Okay.
Which means they're sending everything here. So we need to go.
One can assume.
Do we kill the guards first?
I wouldn't. They don't know.
Yeah, but they're still enemy soldiers, and we can reduce their
So
number
are we
by
gonna
like
kill Roland
20.
then? Because if we don't kill him, it's gonna look suspicious. So either we gotta kill him,
Yeah.
he helped us in the past, or we don't kill any of them.
If
Why
if
not
we-
try and recruit Nolan now then?
That is yeah.
We have enough
he-
people now that he might be willing to
Hey,
fight with
Nolan.
us.
Look at this big friend of ours.
He would piss himself.
isn't
would
he
piss
scared of
himself.
what they'll do to his mom though?
He was willing to fight with us if we had a chance.
Now we've got a chance.
That's
a
what
very
I'm saying.
small chance, but a chance. Technically, had
Mason,
that
go
way he
ahead
said
and
it
go
first
and
time.
talk to Nolan and see if you can get him on our side. If we can, then
We kill her.
yeah, and if we
Just gonna
can't, then we
walk into
leave.
the living room area, like
No, it's just
just gonna like lean over and just like he only knows me by John, correct?
yes.
It's John, don't make a sound. There's something you need to check out in the surveillance room. I will meet you in there. I'm just gonna go back in the surveillance room. That's for him to say to like the other people.
Yeah, and he'll walk in after a little bit.
While they're out there doing that, can I ask Shogun if there's a way to open this case in here? And if
You
he's-
cannot communicate with Shogun.
Oh, only he
Only
can.
him.
Oh, I thought that was like a thing in the room, or just he got pushed
Zax
through the
established the connection.
Yeah.
Before he
Zach's
was shut
established a
down.
direct connection with his helmet and my comms.
Oh, I assumed since he was on his comms, we go.
No.
Okay. He amazing. Could you?
But
could
Nolan walks in.
Hi, Nolan. He doesn't even see me. He just hears, hi, Nolan.
I know you were interested in assisting us if we had a fighting chance.
Nolan closes the door.
Smart.
You don't have to be invisible anymore.
But I
There's no
like
cameras in there?
it. If there were cameras, there would be audio recording equipment, so they'd hear the stuff. And
But they heard that? No.
all the guards come
The
running.
loud as
Yeah.
hell.
Yes, because Zax would have left a big old beep on his stealth suit.
Because he thinks it's funny.
No, that
Zax would, but he didn't.
no, that was Mason that did that. That wasn't even the suit.
He did that
Mason
with
Who didn't do the noise? I did.
Anyway,
He got a button that says beep.
I asked him to make the beep sound. I know you were interested in assisting us with fighting the UEG and the Cabal if we had a fighting chance. Well, we might just so happen to now have Shogun on our side.
are you sure?
The
How?
short answer is yes.
How?
I'm just gonna like,
Magic.
just gonna press my comm, say like, and just patch into Shogun and be like, "Hey Shogun, you're a buddy now, right?"
I'm not sure what that means.
Friend.
Ally,
Yes.
friendly, cool. I mean, he says he is, so
Uh-huh.
Hey, while you're talking to him, can you ask if there's a way to get this case open?
I am
and if
not
it's
letting you
attached to that
steal
extra
his
sword?
stuff.
I just want the extra sword. He doesn't need it. He's got his.
Oh my goodness.
Shogun, I have another friend down here wanting to know how attached
you
you
call
are
me
to
a
your
child.
backup sword.
It only works because of me.
It won't work for you.
Yeah, but it's a cool sword.
How attached are you to your backup sword?
Let's deal with Alfonso's random desires later. Let's talk to Nolan right
Great
now.
idea.
It's
Kleptomania,
not even- This isn't random. Hey,
Jason.
can we ask him about the other stuff?
Jason.
We'll ask him later.
Mm,
If you want, we could effectively erase the base here, and then you could come with us to where we are with Shogun,
As well as many other.
as well as a lot of other people. But
It's just you guys against the whole of the UEG.
I mean, not technically.
we have a lot of people on our side, and we have
The whole of the UEG.
Well, I mean,
believe me, we have our ways.
we have the immortal dude who cannot die, apparently. No, not that dude. Governor dude. We got the immortal dude who can't die and can do magic. Let's see.
Cloud.
We got the guy who's part of an interdimensional space police agency.
You know, you might not
this
want
would
to tell.
All be great information, not here.
Yeah,
What are you
So,
saying?
do you want to, with us?
Can you roll influence their action?
Yeah. Come with us. No lying, so no +1, so just 3.
Save my mom.
Does that mean I get advantage? Since he has a condition,
No.
mama's boy.
You have
Why
to
would that
seduce
give
his
you
mom
advantage?
for that.
He's lying about saving his mom. That's why you wouldn't give him.
You said influence their action, right?
Mhm.
And I'm not lying,
No,
correct?
you have to roll influence their mother. Charm.
Shush.
Ooh.
3.
It's an 11. It's a token, baby.
Fine.
Hoorah.
You couldn't have
No.
rolled that before you tried to use your power.
Can I get a hoorah?
No.
Come on, just one.
No.
It'll feel good.
Mm-mm.
Can I roll influence their action?
Last I checked, we're not
Damn it.
Marines.
Hey, Mason. This is
Were
why
we able to
people
hear
don't
all of
like
that?
you.
Or his side of all of that? All right.
Get a hoorah.
You
All
heard the
right.
hoorah about 4 times.
So that means we get rid of the rest of the people at the base.
Feels good. It feels good.
No, I'm debating what tone to put the hoorah.
Ah.
All right. Do you want us to fight
No.
the people?
Why am I
Okay.
reduced?
You
to
don't have to roll for that. There's 11 of them.
I think we want to sell the fact that Shogun is the one that did this to him.
Shogun does it.
We let the sword do the work to make it clear that it's the only thing that.
Fine, but if someone gets close, or if someone tries to fight against him or run away, I'm going to kill them.
That's acceptable.
Can I at least stab someone with the extra sword once? Just one of the guards. Just in the back.
Oh my god. Fine.
If this base isn't, this is just for you two because you're still in there. If this base isn't leveled to the ground, they're gonna keep using it. You guys got bombs.
Well, I asked for a mini nuke, but apparently that was too drastic.
There's gear on the roof. Is any of it? Is any
Oh
of it
yeah, there
bombs?
could be bombs up there.
We'll use that.
You didn't hear that, but okay.
What if we just use your guys' conveniently placed roof bombs?
I guess those could work.
Yeah.
Can I get Shogun's extra stuff?
Be ashamed if somebody were to use them.
Yeah, we'll take whatever is.
So Shogun kills all the guys
Then-
easily.
What
Yeah.
does he roll?
Yeah. And then we
You guys-
grab whatever gear we want from the top of the building or the supplies.
Set up all the bombs.
Like, does Shogun come into his actual room?
No,
He never does?
no.
So how do I open
Does he
this
take his
case?
shit out of the case?
Oh no.
Shogun. Can I open the case? Can I get the stuff? I want the shiny.
You're like a 4-year-old child.
Yes, yes, I'm like a 4-year-old child.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
All right.
You didn't pay attention to the backstory.
And then we run because they're not going to let us just.
But did I get the shiny?
No.
No.
We should make sure that we're not being followed, just because not all of us can be invisible now.
And Shogun is quite distinct.
So all of us should check for that.
I guess I'll roll scan the area.
Guess we should all roll scan the area. It's a 6, 8,
9.
8.
12.
Played constant kid.
Scan the area. Fail.
So everyone but
Plus 0.
Constance, as per usual. You were not being followed.
Great.
But
Okay.
as you were sneaking away, somehow with Shogun and Nolan, you do notice Furon with a large crew going to where the base used to be.
Yeah.
Hey, quick question. Why didn't we just kill all the guys and put, like, the bombs on a detonator and we could just sit here and watch Fear and walk into the building and then blow it up?
I feel like greeting for any more than we already accomplished today was asking for trouble.
That, yeah. But we could have done that.
We could have.
Step by step, buddy. Step by step.
I did consider trying to take out the group coming to check in on what happened, but I figured, again, similar logic, probably best to cut our victory for today and leave with what we have.
So, let's make it back to the bunker. I don't
End
know
of
where
session?
Carson is. No.
Aw.
With a moderately large man.
Two.
Two moderately large men.
Moderately. One,
Even
both of which
better.
are pretty decent. And we're going to shift over back to Archibald Monroe.
Wonderful.
The Shogun base has been destroyed.
What?
The Cloud terrorists have struck again. That's who they're blaming it on,
Actually-
whether it's true or not.
This just in, a terrorist attack by the group calling themselves the Torellians
No.
was just carried out on the
So
Shogun
who just
base.
shared this information
Just
with me?
this is just you now know this.
Okay.
You know this.
All right.
The town already under lockdown, but is effectively under more lockdown.
Lockdown plus.
Well, it's kind of martial law at this point.
They are not making things easy for me.
And at this point, the town is against you guys. No, not just the people who live there.
Yeah.
Whether they like the UEG or not,
They don't
you are destroying their town.
Station's gone.
It's gone.
What are you doing? It appears our allies have struck again.
Yes. Have you made any progress on? Well, let's start with how is the portable lab coming along?
I have worked out all the kinks. Should be fine.
Wonderful. Have you been able to determine where the signal jammer is? That prevents us from communicating with the outside world.
Ah, yes. It's inside Gerhardt's office.
Lovely.
There are times where he is not in it.
Yes.
Hey,
Do you-
question. Would his stacks be aware what happened with the other
Nope.
stacks in the DVD system?
Not even a little bit.
So, I assume there's some sort of teleportation jammer as well.
Yes.
And
That's
Even if I
merely because of the assurance as well. Not this base. In essence, nothing is meant to get in or out.
so it's not just a power dampener, it is.
It is the dampener.
It's not just a power. It's the
Interesting. I wonder. He's going to start looking through the blueprints for details and specifics to see if there's any way that he could make himself exempt from that in the same way that the bracelet exempts them from the power dampener.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to start working on that.
Working on that. All right. As your
Because that would give him so many more
There.
options.
there'll be a more gentle than Gerhardt knock on the door. Excuse me, Mr. Dr. Monroe. You hear
Yeah.
Furon.
Hello, Furon. Come on
He
in.
will Enter inside. Look around your lab a little bit. I see. I suppose you heard about what happened.
Yes. How did they manage that?
I'm not sure. Shogun was nowhere to be seen, neither his body nor his armor, so I suppose he malfunctioned.
Or they managed to kill him and take it away.
Well, I doubt it. He cannot die.
Cannot?
His suit will not let him.
And if the suit were destroyed, or can it be destroyed?
I do not even know. It was designed by President Boyle herself.
To Archie's knowledge, is that the kind of thing that she could do?
She's not that kind of scientist.
That's what I thought.
She's not even a scientist.
How did she?
I do not know.
She's got secret scientists.
Curious.
Though, from what I've heard, she is sending more men, equipment, resources.
Interesting.
Unfortunately, we have no way to replace Shogun, so we will have to make do.
Is there something you need from me?
Yes. You have experience with AIs, correct?
To a certain extent, yes.
I managed to burn one away that was hacking into our systems from Shogun's base.
Oh?
According to the code. He looks over at Zax. It was known as Zax. Do you know anything about that?
I don't.
Seeing as any point gestures, isn't that what that one's called?
Yes. There was an incident in which someone may have gained access to the code. They might have.
And who
replicated
might
it.
that be?
You know
Would
what?
you know?
Constance, you're already exposed, right? You're already. Oh, your identity's already out in the open.
Not like
You're-
this.
Can I make a suggestion as
No.
to the name to give?
If it's Bingus Jungle Frib or
Is
Preston
it something
anything,
Archie would have thought of?
Yes, I think it's something.
Okay. Say it, and I will consider it if it makes sense.
Well, because you wouldn't be lying if you said Daniel Lane. And
and
he does have access. He
does have access to the code.
he's
You're not
Okay.
incorrect.
the creator of it. And there was an incident in which we could classify as an accident because it definitely wasn't intentional. We interacted with him.
He doesn't know that.
He doesn't. I thought we told
No.
him we interacted with him.
You did.
Yeah, we told him.
You
Yes.
told me that he wants to build he wants to build a portal.
Technically, they already
I believe.
have John Smith on their radar.
No, because no one destroyed those files.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
Remember?
The deal.
All right.
Don't you remember the Curious Homeowners Association?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, like they're gonna. Yeah.
Okay.
A bad pick.
I would probably just tell them generically as some cloud terrorists.
Ooh.
I.e.
These weren't
Bingus.
Just like some cloud terrorists.
That's probably a good idea too.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I have some good options now. Anyway. Constance.
Daniel Terrace. Wait, no.
They all run at the same
I could name all 50 states in the quarter of a second. That was just a loud yelping noise. If you slow it down, you can hear a loud yelping noise.
Wait. Whenever Vladislav infiltrated their base, did he give him their real name? He give them his real name?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just thinking I could just throw Vladislav under the bus. Which would be funny, but a bad choice. Alright. It was a man named Daniel Lane. I don't know him well, but, well, it would be a lie if I said I created Zax myself.
Hmm.
I really,
I was under the impression he was yours.
mostly.
Yes, far too advanced for you.
Wow. Catching strays out here.
Name one person in this group that likes Archibald. Gearhart, maybe.
True.
Hey,
No.
Zax is the
The
one.
Cabal.
Oh, in the Cabal. I think that Pierce guy seems really fond of me.
Uh-huh.
Alejandro Pierce?
No. Anyway.
I do not know who he really is or where he is from, but Zax is now under
And
my.
he is not compromised?
No, he is under my influence, shall
sure?
we say? I have ways of making sure.
I see. Well, in that case.
If you wish, I could try to uncover what this copy, if you will, of
No.
Zax was trying
I
to
destroyed
do.
it.
Completely.
Yes,
And by what means? I'm curious.
it was code. Excuse me.
And how did you destroy it?
With code.
What manner of code could do that?
I have my ways. My own AIs.
I will pry no further then.
You're not the only civilian you do. I'm a smart cookie myself.
Is there something else you need?
No. Is there anything you need from me?
Well, for one, I will be needing a new subject. I have successfully I've successfully removed all the ability from the young Mr. Boyle. I will need something more challenging.
You will have to talk to Gerhardt for that.
Yes. I believe as much. I thought as such.
Very well. You will turn around and leave. Well, that wasn't concerning.
Not at all. It seems we might need to get you back to base somehow.
Maybe.
Would you be able to copy yourself again?
Most likely. Yes.
What would that take?
Time.
Time. How much?
I don't know. I'm not back at the base. The bunker is a lot easier.
Okay.
Remind me how you're currently getting information on these shrines.
I have the blueprints right here.
And didn't you give him information?
Yeah.
Or no, that was Zach's at the bunker to figure out.
Because there was some things. The reason we haven't extracted him yet has to do with that we don't know.
Yes.
where
He needs to figure out how to turn off the assurance.
Yes. So my question is, what are you currently working on for that?
The only two
First,
peop-
the ability
I
to
will
teleport
point
inside
out
the
the
assurance.
two people that know are Fioran, who just left, and Gerhardt.
And neither of them can I just ask directly,
No.
because that
you
would
can
be
ask them about the assurance, which you have not done yet. So if you would like to, you can retroactively do that
All right.
before Fioran leaves. I will allow that. Because Archibald would have thought of that.
Yes.
Working towards getting you back with the group.
Yes. No, that's very correct. And also, progressing the plot,
Yes.
whatever that
I mean-
nonsense.
You accomplished quite a bit today.
Oh man, we got the ball rolling. You guys got the ball rolling.
Yes. I'm eager to get the.
It only took 8 episodes.
I have a few questions about the assurance.
Yes.
Nicely
What sort of questions?
From what I can tell, it seems to be completely locking out this town from outside influence.
Yes.
How exactly does it accomplish that?
Well, we used old Ecolife tech. They had power dampeners at that time as well.
Curious.
And merely made them bigger, stronger. Though, doing so, we needed a stronger power source,
Yes.
which led us to Mr. McCoy.
How did you capture him?
That was before me. Boyle would know,
I suppose she would.
though I don't think you have direct communication with her. Gerhardt does, though. But he does not care.
Archie is going to ignore the cell phone in his pocket.
Uh-huh. With direct communication.
No, I do not have direct communication.
It is one of my proudest designs. I had theories for it, but Gearhart and I perfected them.
Brought it to life.
Yes. With the resources President Boyle gave us.
What part does Gearhart play in this? From what it seems, he is more of a
Him being the leader of the
geneticist.
Cabal has given him a lot of resources, power.
Ah. So he was the supplier while you were the designer.
Yes. Yes.
And then how is it that he is the one that can truly shut it down? I understand that he has ways to prevent you from doing so.
Can you make it influence their actions?
Hi,
You're about to get a lot of information depending on what you get. Important information.
Ooh, I have not been keeping track of my tokens. Because I know I've succeeded a couple rolls. I think I've only gotten a 10 plus on 5. On 2. Sorry, that puts me at 5 tokens.
He
That's
puts him
why
at 5 tokens.
puts me at 5 tokens. That's why.
made 5 rolls.
That's correct. All right.
Imagine you do
Okay.
have tokens.
What?
I'm just pointing out, depending on what you get, you do have
Yep.
a lot of tokens available.
All right. So
Unless you
I got a
drastically-
4.
You would need to spend 3 of them just to get a somewhat success.
Fate point.
No. You guys are using too many fate points. Well,
I
at
am
this
not
point,
going to do
there
that.
are certain things where you do not have to use a fate point for this. You will get some information, a lot more than you already have.
Full send. Use all the tokens.
I will
That would
spend
waste
3 tokens
Okay.
to make that a 7.
Confirming something. 7 to 9. They'll do the bare minimum. So you asked, how is it that Gerhard has more of the ability to shut it down than
Yes.
Gerhard. Gerhard knew that he would be using it for the Cabal. For this. That's why we designed it. With Entity Point being the heart of all of the UEG's problems. The world's problems, in fact.
Truly.
For whatever reason, this town generates more energy than anywhere else. So we can see. The assurance cannot nullify that.
Hmm.
And we're not sure why. But, to answer your question, Gerhardt is in charge. The machine requires a lot more. I designed the mechanism for deactivation, but it was designed with Gerhardt in mind.
I see.
It requires him. I do not know the code. I do not know exactly. I merely know the mechanism.
Yes, you know the method, but not the particulars.
Not exactly.
Interesting. Because you chose, since you're not the one in charge.
I'm not the one in charge. That is not my prerogative. I do not need to know. If Gerhard wishes to deactivate it for whatever reason, he may do so. I will not oppose him.
Because you know that he would only do so if it were for the best.
If his goals were met. If they're not, and he fails whatever he's trying to do, well then, I suppose Entity Point will be no longer.
Do you know what he's trying to do?
I know there's a reason he asked for all the corpses. And that's all I need to know. I know President Boyle is not aware of his experimentation.
Does he know that he captured her son?
Oh, he's well aware.
Does she know?
No. And between you and me, it's best she doesn't.
Why is that?
I would rather not have the full wrath of the President come down on this town. That would be highly unfortunate.
On the town? Because her son's here.
For everyone. If President Boyle came down herself, Gearhart would not care. That bomb would go off, and everyone would die, including her. He does not care about the UEG. He's only here to kill specials. Get rid of them. If he can kill her too, well, he wins no matter what.
Is she a special again?
No. Not at least from the last time I saw her.
The only way I can imagine her having such a drastic change, being able to create that armor. Unless it wasn't her exactly, but a team of scientists that she keeps in her back pocket. But
Between you and me, I think she has a lot more than influence over the cosmic world than you think she does. But that's all I'll say.
the
I have things to
greater-
do,
Yes. I
Good
appreciate
day.
Thank you for your time.
Dr. Monroe. And he will leave.
All right. Wonderful. Now I know even more about how maniacal Gearhart is. Wonderful. We love this.
We love this. You like Fiora?
I do.
Why?
Yeah.
Shame that we have to kill him or something.
I was about to say it's going to be a shame
Such a
whenever
shame.
he
Inevitably has
Yeah,
to die.
a shame.
You're not assuming he has to die.
he
I
does.
do assume that, but I assume that about Shogun too.
Hello, look where we
You have
are.
a tendency to assume that.
That's what Rogue does.
I'm good
She's
at
an
that.
assassin.
Good for Ryan.
What
We
else
should
would you like
assume
to
that
do?
we should kill most of them.
All right. So let's go look down at. Well,
You know a lot more information about insurance now.
oh yeah.
And now that narrows down who knows what.
Yep. To one person knowing how to actually turn it off. We could get the basics. We could get the basics from Furon, but the specifics we would need to get from.
I
Your
will
heart himself.
speak of Zax because I feel like you would
Yes.
be talking
Yes.
about him with him. If I may make a suggestion,
Yes.
there is a direct way in to Gearhart's mind that you know about. The Nexus.
Yes, but you said that only those with mental powers can get in there.
Yes. And at least one of your group it does have one.
Are you referring to Mason
I might be.
or Constance?
Perhaps.
It's hard to determine.
I'm not exact. I do not know exactly what Constance has, but I know it's mental. So,
It's
both of them.
mental.
Interesting.
That is a
Mental,
way
is it?
you can get this information.
Would it be worth the risk to try to go in myself?
I do not know.
I have.
I cannot enter the Nexus.
Because you do not
I am
have
a
a
mind.
We'll
mind.
get you one. It's fine.
But they can. They just have to find the door. And potentially, they could bring others with them.
All right.
I think we should call someone to get in contact with them.
I agree.
Or perhaps even try calling the radio at the bunker.
Yes. That would be. Well, I cannot decide where my radio goes.
I have never used a radio. I can't even understand how it works. Only Daniel knew that.
No, the radio. He said, I have never used a radio. I can't even understand how
No.
it works. It's like this incredibly complicated AI.
We are allowed to leave.
We
Remember,
are, indeed.
We have you have a personal app, as long as you have an escort. That would get
Yes.
you outside of the range of the scrambler.
Indeed.
I suggest doing that.
All right. That would be a
The next
fine
phase
choice.
of the plan must happen.
And then I can work more.
And in peace.
Yes. And then I can work on a larger project. This was an interesting experiment, this armor, but not as practical as I expected.
Yes. Shall we go tell Gerhard?
Yes. What should I tell him?
This is where you hear.
You need more space.
Yes.
You need to go use this personal lab Fioran has built for you.
Yes, get accustomed to it.
But of course, take guards with you.
Naturally.
So, you, Zax, and Alan
Yes.
leave the office. You go to Gerhardt's.
How does Alan seem to be responding to the everything that's happening?
Was he out of here? Was he just sitting in there?
Oh. Oh, he heard that.
The main parts was the power about President Boyle.
Yeah.
Tracy, and the fact that Gerhardt would blow her up if he could. That's the part he cared about.
Also, the implication there,
But he's keeping it to himself for now.
an implication there that Archie did notice. Alan seemed to think that Tracy wouldn't care about him.
Yes, he did. That's what he said.
And
Fioran is giving the exact opposite answer.
exactly.
So, you go to Gerhardt.
Yes.
Hello, Dr. Monroe.
Hello.
What do you need now? Did you figure out how Mr. Sampson exists?
I have not yet.
Roll influence their actions.
Oh,
You know a lot more about Mr. Sampson than Gerhardt does.
but I interpreted that as how his power works.
Oh, if that's how you're
That's how
interpreting
I
it, then
interpreted
I will
it.
not have you roll.
Because that's what Archie is focused on.
Yeah.
Yes, that whole thing, but that's not really something he can fix. So he's not worried about it.
Very well.
No.
He is still of use to me.
Hmm.
What do you want?
I would like to go out in the field to get some more space to, well, get accustomed to my new lab.
Yes. I had Fioran design it for you.
I appreciate that. It will be very useful. And soon I will
send
be...
a squad with you. Then.
Yes, of course.
Keep me updated on your schematics, plans.
Yes. And soon I will be needing a new special.
I have plenty.
Of that I am sure.
Let me know if you uncover anything.
I shall.
I will be here. My plans are underway. They are almost finished. Good day, Dr. Monroe.
May I have a sample of his blood, Samson?
Fine. He will
Slap
pull
your
out.
arm
No.
down.
He will pull out a large drawer filled with blood and various vials with labels on them. You'll pick one out that says Samson and hand it to you.
I know that
Thank you.
filled with vials of blood, but I pictured him opening the drawer and like slopping.
He just pulls a vial out of his pocket, scoops it into the blood. Here, have one.
He will hand that to you.
I appreciate it.
Good
I will
day.
see if I can discover anything further.
Good. Let me know.
Yes. I will take my leave.
You will leave immediately, Scrambler, after you leave the building. Gone. Where do you go to set up your... You could set it up anywhere.
Give me the map. Why, thank you, good sir. just gonna stroll right into the homeless camp, pop down my lab.
Hey guys, check out.
Okay.
I know, like this bad boy.
No, all right.
You're put to the guards and just like.
Nope, we should not do that. I was like, oh, there's a big space up here next to 16. That's the middle school. Never
You
mind.
should go to the Shogun base.
22.
I have to do surveillance.
Who set up in the old Cane Asylum?
Furon.
Furon. Okay.
Hey, that looks like it's a time machine. No. Nope. That is a shopping cart.
Just you can.
All right. You know what? Out by Devil's Rock.
Okay.
Not Shogun's base?
No.
I feel like
It
that's
is big and open right now.
it will be.
I will be honest. That was one of the first things my mind went to, but no.
Why would you do that?
Fight.
Okay, you have set it up, and now you can communicate with them directly with the comms.
All right. What happened? I heard that.
You immediately hear Archibald.
I heard that a version of Zax was
Are
destroyed.
we back at the base? Is
Yes.
that what's happening?
Don't
yeah.
worry about it.
We attacked Shogun's base, and yeah, we took out all of the guards, and we now have Shogun as an ally.
What?
Oh, we have
And Nolan.
Yep, there we go. I was working on name.
Yes.
We got that guy too.
Long story short, the power dampener broke the mind control and the tracking abilities of the UEG.
So
and-
he was under
the,
a mind control
um,
effect.
Yes.
The Zax at the base will simply. Should I make more accommodations?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Sorry, Zax.
I asked the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It wasn't the Zax at the base that was destroyed. It was another clone of Zax.
Shoot him.
Okay. All right. That's what I was concerned had happened.
Have you seen the
Oh, wait,
the,
wait, wait,
like,
wait, wait,
animated
what's happened to the-
musical
They
Lord of
copied
the
it.
Rings?
Anyway,
We had a copy
Okay,
of
there's one
Zax
thing.
on the USD, which we were using to get
This is
access to UEG files.
Yeah, apparently I plugged that into a live server and they did not take back
Apparently,
how
you
I-
knew it was a live server.
I knew
You're
it was a
on.
computer. I don't
Computers are live servers.
Well, the
Euron
last one I
used his
plugged in-
own AI to destroy it,
Okay, that's good.
At least they don't have the file.
and bad.
That's assuming he actually destroyed it rather than captured it, but you know.
But if you-
He would have told me if he captured it. Then again, he did suspect that it was connected to me, which I told him.
Yeah, because you're walking around with an android called Zax. But
Yes, I told him that it was another version of Zax that was likely more created by Daniel Lane. I gave him a story about how Daniel was the creator, and I just am leeching off of it, which is true, more or less.
sure.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you,
Valid.
Zax, by the way.
How goes the information on the assurance?
Furon is the only one. Furon knows how to turn it off. Gearhart is the only one with the codes.
Do you
Furon
have...
knows the mechanisms that turn it off.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah, he knows the methods.
Gearhart knows
Yeah.
exactly what to do.
He knows like which password. He knows that the passwords need to go in these places. Gearhart knows what the passwords are.
Do we have a plan of getting it from Gearhart?
There's a place called the Nexus. Only those with mental powers, such as Mason and Constance, can get in there. Through the Nexus, we can directly access
Big brain.
Gearhart's mind.
I mean, if we really wanted to, other people without powers could try and get a mental power.
I have considered this.
Could they take people with them without us having mental powers?
Potentially.
Potentially.
Was that a Zax saying potentially?
Yes.
Okay.
That would be something I would rather try than acquiring a power.
Sure.
I wanted to-
What else are you currently working on? Is there anything else that
For one, I'm working on a way to bypass the teleportation restriction. Because it is everywhere that assurance is active, suppresses teleportation as well.
Mhm.
Of all forms. Okay. I'm working on managing to bypass that because that severely restricts my mobility. I'm also working on a new suit of armor and a shield of sorts. a barrier.
Okay. When do you think you'll be ready for us to extract you?
I need more time. Gearhart has found a powered individual who is not affected by the dampener and has such an extreme healing factor. He regenerated a severed arm in seconds.
Huh.
And he's using this to further his research, and he says he's getting close.
You got anything other information on that guy?
He's a version of Weston trapped inside the body of a man who died 33 years ago.
Weston Newdale.
He refers to himself as Wes Newdale. He's from a different universe. He doesn't know which one.
Clone?
Due to Nexus... No, he's not a clone. This one. He's from another universe. He somehow was trapped... Was moved to the Nexus in this area, got kicked out of somewhere, and was trapped in the nearest empty mind, which was Kurt Sampson.
Didn't that guy
Former
die
middle
like
school teacher.
ages ago?
Yeah, 33 years ago. 87. That was when everything started happening.
Okay.
So, wait, quick question. If we're getting into the Nexus to mess with Farron's mind, couldn't we just help Wes get out of the mind he's currently stuck in? Wouldn't that
would-
remove the power from the body and sabotage all Farron's research?
Also, probably kill
True.
Wes.
That's true, we don't have it. Well,
That would kill the body.
It would kill the body.
but it would take the power away from the body, too.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's the
Because-
thing that he needs is the power.
Because the body moves, and the power moves with the spirit, which moves with the soul and mind, which are all interconnected.
All right. So our
All right.
new mission should primarily be focused on getting the information about the assurance and then getting whoever this is mind out of their fake body.
Yes.
Do we know what we want to do with the mind once it's out?
I mean,
Zax, do you have any idea what we could do with that?
Put it back where it belongs.
Do you know how we could locate them? We could ask the Guardian, couldn't we? You mentioned a Guardian.
Yes, though it might not be cooperative.
I
Because you're
assume-
not supposed to be there.
Yes, but that mind isn't supposed to be there, so I'm certain we could get a little bit of leeway.
I suppose you'll have to find out.
Yes.
I don't know.
I can't assume that he'll be... We'll need a backup plan in case he isn't very
Hey, Zax,
Yeah.
helpful.
is there a specific taboo about entering the mind of a dead person?
Yes.
Great.
Will it pose problems for us?
Maybe. I do not know.
Okay.
The Nexus is not something Daniel spent much researching.
We'll just have to deal with the Guardian and whatever other things come from there. But I think that's a... Okay, what about... Assuming we can't all go there, what physically should be our next target? I doubt we can deal with the main HQ, but we
I
can...
would say Pierce.
Okay. Huron's not working on anything important that needs stopping.
Not that we know.
Before we start attacking other bases, I think it's important to figure out whether or not we're getting Archibald out. Because the more we attack, the harder that's going to get.
He says he needs more time.
But it's still going to get... Is Archibald still in on this loop?
Yes.
It's going to get drastically... Most likely, it's going to get much more difficult for us to get you out the more bases we attack.
Not if I can figure out how to bypass the teleportation restriction.
yeah.
At which point
Which-
he would just be able to come and go as he pleases.
That's true. How long do you think that's going to take you to figure out?
Well,
And
You don't know.
before you answer that question or even think of an answer, how long do you think it's going to be till you get asked to do something that you cannot let yourself do and have to get out? Which one of those is going to happen sooner? Now, would you rather stay there or would you rather we come get you now? And you figure out how to bypass the teleportation later?
I think I can do still a little more from the inside, even if it is simply getting into one of the bases you attack beforehand, using, you know, valid excuses, valid reasons, and then assisting in the assault, and then pulling out with you.
Yeah, especially if we're going to attack Furon base after Pierce's, then that would give you more time, and you would have a valid excuse to be in Furon's base.
Exactly.
That's not
Pierce-
a bad plan.
There is no way I could get into Pierce's base. He Well,
Hates you on a personal level?
he was one of the subjects I worked with.
So hard deadline when we attack Furon's base.
Yes.
Will you be able to get in contact with us again regularly, or should we contact you via the radio before we attack Furon's base?
Contact me via the radio if I am unavailable by normal means. When I'm inside most of their buildings, there are restrictions on on comms going out.
Okay.
That Zax and I haven't been able to bypass yet.
Yeah, we should be able to wrap things up here probably within 3 or 4 days if nothing goes terribly wrong.
All right. And might I have more information on Shogun? What are his powers? What are his capabilities?
Cuts through anything.
He also can't die as long as he's wearing the suit.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Furon mentioned that.
We
Uh,
wouldn't know that. Only
Can
he
I
would know that.
can I
to clarify, because things were changed.
That's right, I
We,
didn't
we
kill
would
him.
we would he would know what his power is. We would not, and we wouldn't know he
I'm
can't.
gonna make a. Can I like isolate my comms from everyone else's?
Yes.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can do a individualized channel.
I'm just gonna make an individualized channel towards Archie, and be like, don't mention anything about it, but do mention something about it, but he can't die. They don't know about it though.
Why don't you want me to mention it? Or do you? I'm very...
Mention it, but
Getting
don't
mixed
mention it came
signals.
from me.
Ah, yes. Furon
Because
did mention
they
that.
don't. I don't want him to know that we shot him.
What?
Yeah, things kind of went south, but it's all better now.
You fixed it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it works out because I did learn from Furon that same bit of information. So,
Yeah.
he's gonna switch back over to the main channel. I did learn from Furon that as long as his armor is as long as he wears his armor, he cannot die. I do not know how this is possible, nor the extent to which that is true, but Furon doesn't believe he could kill him. Is that accurate?
That's good information. You okay? You went quiet there for a minute.
Sorry, I was having a side conversation.
Is this conversation secure?
Yes.
Alfonso poignantly looks at Mason.
Also-
my back.
Staring at a
Furthermore,
corner.
I have learned that Gearhart is not working with the UEG he does not have the UEG's interest in mind. His only goal is to kill as many specials as possible.
You're just not
As-
putting that together. That's what I assumed.
No, you don't understand. If President Furon explained it to me this way. If President Boyle learned that her son was being experimented on here, she would come here personally and Gearhart would destroy the entire town to kill her.
Oh.
So he's very anti-UAG too.
It's not even anti-UEG. He would simply see that as a win.
He's
It's-
anti-special.
Which
Apparently his mama never told him he
still
was
doesn't
special.
quite make sense because last I checked, President Boyle is also mostly anti-special. Yes?
Yeah.
She has more of a practical view, of course. She's willing to use them if necessary. But
Unfortunately, regardless of how Gearhart feels about the UEG proper, he's still the primary threat here.
absolutely. In fact, he is more of a threat than UEG at the moment.
Yeah.
We
Right.
need a way to handle him. I'm certain he has some contingencies in place for me. I don't know. Actually, can I try to figure out what those might be? Would I have
You
any
don't know.
inclination? No. All right.
I'm sure if we can get to him, we can kill him. It'll just be getting through his defenses.
Yes.
A bridge to cross once we've already dealt with the assurance.
Yes. Although once we deal with the assurance, I'm certain his experimentations will be far more wild.
Did you mention that he has the immortal?
Yes.
Yes.
Just making sure I
Gonna
was
be
privy to
immortal,
that
but-
information.
As I've said before, he has one with a regeneration factor that is astounding, which is helping his research progress very quickly.
Yeah, that would be tricky to deal with, but again, we're several days out from being able to actually do anything about that.
Yes.
So, out of curiosity, dealing with the one immortal dude that's getting experimented on, do you feel like that'd be a good thing to bring up to the other immortal dude we know?
I have considered, yes, Myers would be a good person to bring him to afterward. If anyone could help him remove his power, which he does want removed,
To die.
it would be Myers. I'm certain he's... Well, from our conversations, it seems like he didn't always view this as a blessing.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what the results of the Mind Realm adventure are. If he's even someone we can bring around after that.
Yes.
And with that,
May I roll for making things?
you can do that afterwards.
Okay.
We will shift back a little bit. Camera will zoom. Mason, you have drawn unwanted attention to yourself.
You said it wasn't gonna come back till later. I was expecting like next season.
Okay, got it.
There are a lot of things that have been set up this season that will not come back until next season.
Yeah,
This
I know.
is not one of them.
Mason,
I'm ready.
you find yourself
I swear to God, if you say the red light.
No blue light.
in a white room. You're sitting down. Sitting across from you is yourself. It's quiet. There's no sound in this room. Only the sound of the tapping of his foot. He looks like you, but different. You're not sure how. The only thing you can really tell is the pure hatred in his eyes. And you know, of all the things you know one thing. You're not alone anymore. And that is where we will end this session of Entity Point. Thank you for watching.